Are we all prepared?
I believe we are. Is your
Perhaps
computer?
As
Those
we'll
of
ever be.
us about to die,
carefully.
we salute you.
Then attend carefully as I begin. Welcome to the frontier, the last unexplored boundary of the known world. You've all signed on as caravan guards for the Exploration Commission into the frontier. For your own reasons, whether fulfilling wanderlust or just making money or seeking fame, you've all signed on starting off real good, guys. Starting off,
Don't worry about it.
signed on to a caravan protection detail, which is paying an extreme rate for what is usually a very simple job. About 100 gold for a job that takes about 10. Thus far, you are in the 4th day of a 7th-long venture into the frontier to a forward outpost known as Haven. You haven't had much difficulty as of yet, just a few wanton creatures here and there, mostly just shooed away by your mere presence. But for now, you sit around and you see your companions around you. Who would like to introduce themselves first?
Should we roll initiative for that?
I think I choose Tiki, and we're going to go in line.
All right.
I see how it is. I was having some tea to get my throat ready.
Roll initiative on introducing yourself.
I had done that before. It actually works pretty well.
It actually does.
Thank God I have low
Oh.
ducks.
Oh, damn it.
What?
I meant to ask this question before I started, and I'll get to it eventually, but I don't know how to set up initiative orders.
Oh, I'll tell
Okay,
you.
I can
I'll
help
tell
you.
you.
Yeah.
We'll
Anyway,
cross
sorry.
that bridge when we come to it.
So, somewhere in this ring of people, you all see a snake man, as you recognize a Naga. He's kind of coiled up in a sort of as close as a sitting position as you can get when you don't have legs. And around him are these different kids that are strapped to him, and how he's kind of coiled. They're all kind of lined up in a row, so he's able to access them each one by one as needed. He's kind of tinkering with stuff and minding his own business, but then he looks over to the other Naga in there. That one looking a little less sneaky than he does. Sorry, lots of coughing. And he's actually he's gonna hold a weird. It looks like a glass vial with a needle in it. Like, hey, I think I have something we can try on you. He's saying the twitchy.
Am I being offered drugs?
All right, we were going to go in line, but now it seems appropriate for Twitchy to introduce himself.
Well, looking rather nonplussed at this, there is another Naga in the group, a female Naga, fairly small and short, as compared to the other one, with black hair and dark, kind of ruddy skin. She is wearing fairly refined traveling clothes. Looks a bit like a priestess, which is essentially what she is. You may know her by reputation as the weird priestess that just wanders from shrine to shrine, cleaning and performing rituals. Strange snake woman. She is currently tinkering with a instrument that has this weird wheel and keys and a strap, and it's very likely none of you have seen the like. And looking very concerned at what the other Naga is handing to her. What is it?
Oh, it's just a well, it's nothing yet, really. It's probably more of a placebo than anything at the moment, because there's not really anything good around here to work with, but theoretically, with the right activation agent, once I find it, this will make your lungs less not lungy. Yeah.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, yeah.
And she goes back to tinkering with her instrument.
Okay. So seeing this conversation play out before you, Thyra, what are you up to? Who are you?
I'm shooing away a dog first. You see a rather Sophie, she's a ganima. Stop it.
You see a tiefling, right?
No, you see an elf with what appears to be some curling dark horns coming from the top of her head with some ornate silver adorning it periodic, like at the base and at the tips. Her hair's white, but she's got a mohawk that goes in between the horns, and some kind of tannish skin with some blue markings on her face and on her arms. She's wearing fairly loose robes and some leather armor. The colors are green and blacks and dark colors like that, and she's just watching the two Nagas just trying to do a drug deal. She's not sure. And
By the way, Tiki, was that in common or Naga that you were speaking that?
You probably just say it out in common.
Okay, so you all understood what just happened. You all heard what just happened.
she just
We're all here as the more scaly Naga essentially wants to jab the other Naga with a needle for no reason because he doesn't know what it's gonna do.
Boy, we're off to a great start.
but yeah, Tara's playing with just her weapon, just idly, just the handle of it as she watches. She's just quiet and observant.
All right. To Chua, what you?
Sorry, did you mention me?
You
No.
cut out.
Right?
Lovich?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you there?
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Hello,
Blood Mage says what?
Miss Mild
Do you hear me now?
Yes.
Now I do.
Okay, that was weird, but we're okay now.
Discord.
The other end of the spectrum, Ezelin.
Well, my character is like observing this exchange and doing the occasional toot with his flute. He generally does that a lot, but basically he is a cat person with very fluffy ears and fluffy hair. During the travels, you will most commonly see him either tooting or basically curling in a very tight spot somewhere and napping. He seems to be rather interested in the deal currently going on, but would probably be more interested in the catnip type of medicines.
Ah, yes, the herbal remedies.
We have got a
Yes.
druggy party. I love it.
All right.
Got the
So
druggy
as
party
we-
with the narc standing over there, just
Quick, which way's Vegas?
So as this fluffy bard is watching the exchange, now who I'm gonna roll the die. Lith, what you doing, buddy?
Well, traveling alongside this spectacular group of individuals is a Lith. You would see a dark-skinned half-elf with brown hair, blue eyes, with a slight, almost reddish tint to the darker skin, but that might just be an illusion from the maroon robes that they never seem to be seen without, preferring to keep a yellow cloth covering the lower part of their face and a hood to cover their head. They have not really engaged much in conversation, and if anyone has tried to talk to them, they would have found the conversation ending rather awkwardly, as this is not a great conversation holder. Instead of preferring to keep practicing the martial arts routine, and does not seem to own a single weapon. Instead, just fighting with what nature gave. But for now, it's just kind of awkwardly glancing at the two Nagas, like, what the hell is going on?
All right.
We have a common thread.
And last, but of course not least, Nicholas Ironfist.
Nicholas, the possibly only human in the group besides Frank, is currently just in his little journal, not paying attention to much what's going on with the drug deal. He's just kind of seems like he's making notes and it's very deep in his head. He's wearing some heavier armor that's kind of a dark gray or kind of black with a kind of silverish trim to it, with a red cloak around him, and he's been kind of through most of the trip to himself, occasionally pulling out his book, writing down things that appear to pique his interest when he notices them. And through his side, he has a warhammer strapped to his belt, along with a set of what looks to be blacksmithing tools, and a great sword kind of leaning on his shoulder as he's kind of in his corner just making notes.
All right. As this exchange is going on between the two Nagas, you hear up front from Frank, the driver of the caravan that you're all in at the moment. Really nice guy. He's been cooking all your meals. Delicious. And he just leans back and slaps Sakam on the hand. Oi! Oh, you're none of that business in my caravan. No, sir.
What kind of business?
I don't know what you're offering, but those drug deals are not acceptable here, sir. This is an upstanding environment, and you can take whatever you're selling. And, however, the conversation is ended there, as your attention is dragged away, as you hear screams erupt from the lead wagon of the caravan.
Oh,
Looking forward, you see that about the first two carts in about a convoy of 10 are engulfed in flames.
Are any of those my carts?
No, your cart
Okay, good.
is following your cart, and Donkey is following the cart you're in.
Donkey!
Yes, I have a
as-
donkey.
But through the smoke and fire, you actually do see these hulking black hounds literally jumping up over the wagons and ripping people off by the necks
Oh.
and tearing people down from their mounts, from the cavaliers from their mounts. And just as you all stand up to go do your jobs and defend this caravan, your cart is overturned, and a invasive, unyielding cold envelops you all, and you all fall unconscious.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, for the purposes of this, and please bear with me, please remove half your health, all your spell slots, and take a point of exhaustion.
Oh my god.
Well,
Cool, there goes that one temp you gave me.
Round up
No.
or down?
Up.
Hey, I
you,
still
you
have
did
my
say we'd be starting
cantrips.
off You did say we'd be starting off disadvantage. That is
Half
fair. You
health and what else?
Half your health and all your spell slots. Class resources such as Bardic Inspiration, Key, and Channel Divinity, you still have.
Where do I
What about
put-
bombs?
Not my spell slots.
Also, thank you
Mine
for
too.
reminding me. You do not have your weapons. You do not have your equipment.
Oh my god.
I'm assuming they don't take my teeth.
You have your teeth. Congratulations.
Dude, I still
Yeah.
have my horns. I can figure something out to do with that.
All right,
Oh,
all right. Find a corpse. We'll make 2 bone clubs.
All
Let
right.
me make
all
note
right.
of the exhaustion on the sheets.
Yes.
I'm going to be
would
that,
I?
that guy for second blood mage. Before falling conscious, I have something called the Ring of Warmth. Does that do anything for me, or is that just shit on luck?
You are unconscious. Oh no.
I mean, you said
nah.
cold.
For the
But,
purposes of this, you're SOL. Sorry, buddy.
That's fair.
It's a one-off. Let's just go with it.
So
Yeah, I wasn't gonna argue with it. I just wanted to ask.
So we have
just in-
none of our equipment and no spell slots, just to confirm.
For now.
Okay.
But we do have
Um,
exhaustion. That's something.
I don't
Yeah.
know
Blood
how
mage
to mark
question.
that.
Blood
Yes.
mage. Does that include armor? And if so, would they have taken Twitchy's charm? Would they have recognized that for what it is?
I'm actually gonna have to roll for the person that. Okay. Any armor that is above light is taken.
Awesome,
Above
I'm still
lights?
good.
Okay.
Your charm is not recognized.
Excellent.
would they take my cloak also then?
Yes. Any magic item is also gone.
Holy
My
symbols.
friend.
Would they take my flute?
Toot.
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 And the hurdy-gurdy?
The flute is gone, unfortunately.
No.
Well, they're all dead.
So is the hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, trust me, they were already dead.
Oh
All
my,
right.
well, Shinder.
So, Drifting in and out of consciousness, you do not know how much time passes. But Thyra,
Hmm?
you are the first to awaken.
Oh, goody.
With your first breath, your senses are assaulted by a pungent odor of iron and excrement. You can almost taste the scent as it sticks to your throat, and as you lift your body from the ground, you feel your hands bound behind you with iron shackles affixed to the wall. Your head throbs with every second, your whole body aches with a pain possibly familiar to you from your mercenary days. You try to look around, but your eyes are blocked by a very tightly tied cloth. Though next to you, you do hear someone stir. Lixia, you are also in the same bonds. However, with your keen tabaxi hearing, the first thing you recognize is rain splashing on the rooftop above you. Wherever you are now, you are no longer in the caravan. Come on, Mouse Wheel, don't fight me on this.
The god in the sky.
All right. Sorry, I had to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can't see anything.
No. Sorry, continuing on. When you stir in place as you waken, you do hear some subtle cracking and crunching of something beneath your feet. But before you can determine it, you're interrupted by a series of small and almost panicked breaths. Lith, you have been here before. Maybe not in the same place, but these chains are very familiar to you. It takes almost all your training to maintain yourself from going into a panic attack, but as you struggle, you actually do get your blindfold down just a bit, and you are able to see a bit of around you. You can see you're in a cage, and those things making the crunching noise beneath Lixia's feet are bones, brittle and old. But you only see those two next to you. As you look around, you try to look for your friends. Where are they? And you look up, and then you see them. And the rain went away.
You
Listen,
can
you
hit it.
can,
You
put
can
it on
make
the-
it loop, yeah.
I forgot to hit that button.
Ow, sorry.
Incredibly
go.
short rain shower. Must be in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Or Kentucky.
Michigan.
There we go. All right. And now, Twitchy. You awaken about the same time as Thyra, though your eyes don't even have enough time to open as you feel a sharp pain through your tail. You go to look down, or rather up, as you feel gravity pulling down on you as you are upside down.
Oh, great.
And when you look, you are able to see a pair of hooks actually piercing your tail in segments, holding you aloft.
Oh.
And
All
not
right.
only that, but you see that you are just one in a line, partway up this stone tower. Next to you, Sakam and Nicholas, along with a few beasts and less fortunate members of the caravan, hang, also just beginning to stir. Only Nicholas and Sakam.
Are
Those
they also
Sakam.
pierced through their
Yes.
legs or tail?
Sakam is pierced through his tail, and Nicholas is also pierced in one of his legs.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, this is not a happy place.
That sounds painful.
It
Yeah, a little
is.
bit.
It's very painful. Where do you think you lost half your health?
Let me take a look here.
All right. Though you can tell you're about 10, 15 up on the ground. And Sakam, when you awaken, you are just after Twitchy in this line, but facing the other way. You can actually see your other three comrades, as you try and bite through the pain, are in a cage so worn down over time that the door is only hanging by a hinge and barely even closed, more as an afterthought. And you see where the shackles were once meant to have been affixed to the wall, those bricks have come loose, and instead it looks like a ramshackle do-it-yourself prison, as the ends of their shackles are actually being held through an iron bar, a sliding iron bar that is only held in place by a padlock about the size of their heads. And Nicholas,
Yes.
when you wake up, you see just in front of you a very large blood-stained table with a cleaver far too massive and unwieldy for anyone of your size. And just looking to your left, you do see a featureless iron door with no keyhole, no handle, and no hinge. Have at it, guys.
Okay.
Kira's gonna try and.
So to recap, 3 of us are hung up by hooks. The others
Yep.
are in a cage.
Mm-hmm.
Can Nicholas attempt to unhook himself? Just
All
break
right.
through the pain.
Okay. You reach up towards your hooked leg, and it's at that point you start to hear footsteps.
Fuck.
Footsteps approaching your direction.
Fuck.
You hear a shifting of a locking mechanism as the iron door opens, and a creature as tall as it is wide steps inside. And it just starts looking at the ones hung up, examining which one, and actually goes in front of Yusicom with a very curious look. And you are able to see its face, though it is a bit cloaked in shadow, as this thing seems to be wearing more of a sheet than a proper cloak, just to clothe itself. Do you want to look at it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh god, you're
Alright.
hanging on me too much.
All right. One moment.
And also, generally, Sakam kind of has his tongue out, kind of like Dishwasher's avatar there, but with the smell and everything, is currently firmly inside his mouth.
Oh, it
All
didn't
right.
change. It didn't change the picture.
Nope, you still have Merry Christmas.
No, it has changed. You have to refresh, Tiki.
All right, I will change then.
All right. But
Can I
from what
just-
you see, in
Lisha
one-
calls out to others, hang in there, guys.
God damn it. As we all take additional 3 points of pun damage.
You just feel the glare through the eye, through the freaking
This large
blindfolds.
creature, for some reason, all of a sudden turns toward the cage and just shakes its head. But
So shakes his
as it does this, Tiki, you see that its skin is primarily blue, and most of its face has a strange Cheshire grin, and its eyes are bloodshot green. But you do see on about the left side of its face, about maybe a fifth of its whole head, its skin is a strange yellow, and there's a tusk poking out from the left side of its mouth. And it actually starts to reach up towards the hooks that are holding you, and just begins to pull. When all of a sudden its head turns quickly to one side, and it grunts, and then lets you go and walks to the other end of the chain gang. And you see it pulls out a ring of keys and undoes a lock on one of the humans there. Not Nikolos, but Frank.
Not Frank.
And he takes Frank down, and you see, while Frank barely struggles, he is placed on that large table, and this creature tosses the keys next to a candle, and then lifts up the massive cleaver, and then brings it down.
Oof.
And he does that about 2 or 3 times, and then gathers up the pieces, walks over to the door, and shuts it behind him.
Okay, we're operating on a
Welcome to the
time
dungeon.
limit.
Tira's
wait,
internally panicking at this point because she's
Hey,
having
what's up?
flashbacks.
I am unhooking myself now. I'm going through my original plan. I am unhooking myself now.
I love that it's a
Alright.
hog-nosed snake. Oh my god.
Tone shift, anyway. Yeah, get yourself down.
All right.
Lith has the biggest internal screaming expression right now.
Okay.
There is so much rage going through Nicholas right now.
Just letting you know, Nikolos, you are about 10 to 15 feet up in the air, but you may act as you please. If you're trying to unhook yourself, that would be an athletics check with disadvantage because you are exhausted.
Okay.
I want to.
23.
Okay.
I'm pissed.
Exhaustion phases you not.
The
As
power
you-
of anger.
Yeah, as you lift yourself up with your immense 20 out of 10 core strength, all those crunches paying off, and you grab the chain and your leg, and you do tear yourself off, and you do take 6 points of slashing and piercing damage as you opened up a very nasty wound, and you're also falling upside down 10 feet. Make an acrobatics check.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm going to be useful in a minute here.
Shit.
Oh, okay. You then take another 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on your head.
So, just so you know, that would have killed me outright.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use this real quick.
Oh, a fighter. Okay.
Fair enough. You have that.
What does that do?
Right?
I can heal myself for 1d10 plus my fighter level.
It's a good one.
Yep. So I heal myself for 11 damage.
You're
All
more
right.
than
Most of the
leg
damage
pain.
is like-
You needed it.
And,
Okay. Okay. Up we go. Oh god.
so I examined the chains that are holding me right now.
They are behind your back.
Question about the entire area. Is it just like a holding pen with the slaughtering table, or is there any other indication of what this place is? Like any kind of symbols on the walls or anything?
Oh, I forgot to mention, but you do see on the left there that is a winch. That is a winch holding all of you up. It, however, has no lever to operate it.
Oh, there's a map. I didn't see that.
Sorry, but you do see that. Actually, you know what? Make a perception check.
My sheet again. Touchy. Perception. Where is that? There it is. About 4 on the other side.
With a 15, you actually do see some very broken and rotted debris of a crate that actually bears the symbol of the research commission. And using that knowledge and looking at the layout of the room, you can kind of gather that this probably was a storeroom at one point to keep goods safe, and that cage wasn't so much for people as it was for, thieves, and when there weren't any thieves, probably important equipment.
I was going to say animals, but that works too.
Thieves are people too.
By the way, Blood Mage, can we have control of our tokens or not yet?
Damn it! I knew I missed something.
It's
I was
pretty
wondering
easy to
what
do
it
this.
was.
Tira's internally panicking right now. She's been in this sort of situation before.
Twitchy's externally panicking.
Don't worry. I got this.
She's
Oh,
not,
God.
but she's not out externally panicking. She's good at hiding that. She's just like, oh god, oh god,
Yeah,
oh god.
the snake lady is very pale with fear right now.
The PTSD's kicking in.
Okay.
My
Wow.
snake is kind of taking everything in and analyzing it.
I got this. Oh god, I hope
I'm gonna try and see if I can wiggle the chain loose at all.
Blood Mage.
Give me one moment as I'm giving you
Alright.
control of your tokens.
Like I can heal even without my gear. Most of our, I can keep us at least at half health. So
All right. The cage
Don't
crew
worry, we
should
have
have
something
their
to bond
tokens.
over now. The trauma of this.
I'm free!
quick, run away!
So,
Get back.
Bye!
you're the next
Uh-oh.
snack.
Anyway,
All right. So, Baron, you want to do something, and then we'll move on to Thyra.
I want to summon my weapons.
You can do that as an Eldritch Knight.
Ah.
that is a bloody useful ability.
Yeah, really. I'll just click it.
Everyone in the room suddenly like, huh, why didn't I do that?
6 Eldritch Knights.
Yeah.
That'd be
So I
terrifying.
summoned both my both the greatsword and the warhammer.
I hope that wasn't where anyone was watching. Twitchy says.
You don't know.
I don't think that matters right now.
Fair enough.
Can I have control of my token real quick?
I'm getting there. You're the last one.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And that, just so you know, that spider in the corner is there. It is dead.
Oh,
It better be
clicked
dead.
it.
wait, Bloodmage, did you put a spider in a game that I'm in?
I put a spider in a game just because it was there.
Ori does not like the spiders at
Wait.
all.
Too
Wait,
bad.
Jack, do you not like spiders either?
No,
How many arachnophobes do we have in this game?
Me.
at least 3,
Me.
4.
Oh, I'm not sorry.
Great.
I have neither anything for
No,
or
but
against.
here's the thing, Blood Mage, it's just the perfect size on my actual screen to where it looks like a wolf spider. So, like, I keep glancing over there and I'm like, oh god, oh wait.
Do you want me to change it? I will.
No,
If
no, it's
No, it's
fine.
It's all right. It's all
Okay.
right.
It's fine, I'm being
Alright.
silly.
I can go get that nice googly-eyed spider that everyone loves. But it,
Oh, not Lucas.
all right, Thyra, what did you want to do?
I want to try and wiggle the chain. There, now he's got googly eyes. I want to try and wiggle the chain and see if I can get it loose, or at least get my hand, like a hand out.
All right.
And then I'm gonna see if I can thaumaturgy the door and get that last, because I can open unlocked doors with thaumaturgy. If that door is just barely closed, then I'm gonna try and
Let's-
open it.
That's right. We still have our cantrips, don't we?
Yup.
Yes, you still have your cantrip, and go ahead and make.
Oh,
an-
okay. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it's touch. Fuck. Never mind.
Go ahead and make a. I'm gonna say this would be for sliding out of shackles, an acrobatics check.
I'm not very good at that. Oh, wait! I'm an elf, I have an advantage on that. I think. So, which means
can't-
that with the exhaustion, it means it's a straight roll, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Can I attempt an acrobatics too to get out of these?
You can certainly try.
9.
You twist and you turn, and it's very uncomfortable.
Just damn it! And I just kick it towards the door, and
20.
the door swings open. I use
Alright.
thaumaturgy on the door with my feet.
You attempt to twist out of your shackles, Lith, and while it's not as uncomfortable, you do feel that these are shackles and they are meant to hold you, and you can't really actually get out of them.
May I perform a medicine check to see the best way of getting out of here without ripping his tail off?
You may, actually.
Will that be with disadvantage or?
I think that only affects physical rolls.
I apologize for the
I
bork
agree with you
borks.
So medicine, getting yourself off of these hooks while you are suspended in the air is just going to end badly, no matter how you try it.
He's sorry. Basically, he's strapped to a pole above the ground, right?
Yes, that beam is about two-thirds up the tower, and you are dangling from it.
Question about that. Is there, okay, so there's nothing above the beam then.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
14 is enough. As you do look up, it's hard to see as there's only the light of this candle, but that's just enough to see that higher above the beam, there is a hatch at the top of this tower.
Well, one thing he'd like to try to do is basically climb himself and then lay atop the beam before unlatching himself.
All right.
Strength check?
So to climb yourself, I'm going to say that's an athletics check.
Things that you hear in D&D.
Damn it!
So you attempt to wiggle around on your own weight and get up the beam. However, you hurt yourself.
Oh, God.
bad, and you take. I almost rolled physical dice. Actually, you know what? I am supposed to. Why am I rolling digitally? Oh, you take 6 points of damage.
Okay, down to 17.
Nicholas, I'd like you to make a perception check.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I have to help in this situation.
I can create a distraction with
Is
more
that 19 or a
thaumaturgy.
13?
13,
Okay.
but it is enough. And you look towards the massive butcher's table, covered in fresh blood now.
Yep.
But whatever that creature was, it forgot something.
The keys, yeah. I'm okay. I take the hammer and I just try to bust open the crappy doors on this thing.
The door should be open.
Are they open?
I thought
Well,
Thaumaturgy did
here's
door
what happens. You lift your warhammer up, and you're ready to crash it, and then it opens by itself
Oh,
because Thyra casts thaumaturgy.
alright. Okay. I walk up,
Swing and a miss.
Showing.
and I walk up and I start, I guess, trying to figure out the best way to dislodge them. Could I make like an investigation check for that?
Please get me down from here.
You
I
can,
will.
you don't have to make an investigation check for what you can plainly see. You can plainly see that there's essentially a sliding bar that the other end of the shackles have been sort of put through, and if you were to remove this sliding bar, the shackles would just slide off. But right now, it's held in place by a lock.
Oh. I'll do this a smart way, and I hobble over to the table to get the keys.
Hello.
Bad luck.
Hello.
Give me a moment. Do I have to do anything to get the keys, or?
Make an athletic. No.
The keys are a mimic.
Dexterity with
You
quad
just run away.
disadvantage.
Oh man.
The keys are Tiango. Roll initiative.
God damn it.
It is a big table, so you reach above your head and grab the key.
Okay.
If that's the scale, that is a big table. Jesus.
Some like fucked up Jack and the Beanstalk bullshit.
It's not that big. That's just a saturation.
I start going through the keys to find the right one.
All right. It takes you about 15 seconds, as there are only 3 keys on the ring. And you find the one key that is used to unlock this lock, and you undo it.
I slide it out then.
All right. The cage crew can now move around, but they have shackles behind their back still.
Really quick, Ori, what cantrips do you have?
I have spare the dying, sacred flame, mending, and thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the thing that people do when they get out of their handcuffs and like put my arms down behind my back and pull my legs through and put them in front of me.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I do the same thing, just quickly.
I'm realizing I'm the only person here without cantrips who uses weapons that he can't summon. And so yeah, I'm like the most useless person here.
Hey, you are a doctor.
Aren't I?
Okay with
I'm the
two.
medic here.
We're supposed to be the medics, but we're kind of useless right now. So
Just wait till I get down here. That'll change.
So I examine the shackles to kind of determine their quality. Basically, what I'm gauging is, would I be able to break them with myself?
Looking at them now that you can get a good view, and I imagine since your hands are free, you can probably just pull the blindfold down. These things are rusted to shit. It wouldn't take much.
Alright. So using my, would I be able to make a martial arts check to basically either knee them or kick them off somehow? Considering,
wow.
Right? Don't fuck up.
can I?
I fucked up.
Oh,
No, it is an attack. There is no disadvantage.
Right.
yay!
Oh shit.
Wait, is that how that works?
Yeah.
Oh.
Your first point of exhaustion only affects your skill check.
Oh, okay. I
Damage.
did not know that.
Yeah, roll damage.
Hello. 7.
All right, that's enough. You bring your knee up or down.
I suppose I bring the cuffs down on my knee up.
That'll do. You bring the cuffs towards your knee, and it hurts a bit because they're still iron, but they're brittle enough to this point that you're able to crack them and they slide off.
Oh, that's better. That's better.
I'm just wincing from remembering breaking
I'm
practice.
going to. Yeah. No shit. Oh, that.
Your,
Yeah.
your knee hurts, though. You're going to have a bruise.
Your face.
Yeah.
That's just naked bone right there.
Tiara's gonna get her shackles. She's gonna pull her blindfold off, and she's gonna get her shackles, and she's gonna hook them on her horns and try and pull down and snap them.
Can I look over and just say, you do know I have my warhammer and
Oh.
a great sword.
Well,
I
if you
help.
can do that, then that would save me a headache, quite literally. So here.
No.
Your shackles are caught in your horns.
Get
Hobble
him
over.
off!
Okay, aim really carefully.
Okay, now hold still.
Careful!
I've lost a
Careful.
lot of blood.
I
So
hold my
it is, she rolls
arms
a
out
1.
really
Your
far.
horns are now horn.
Can I make a great sword swing then?
Okay.
Oh god.
Wait, why are you using a great sword to break these things?
I'm so
I'm
dead.
Use a
gonna-
warhammer.
I
Regardless.
will let you know, however, a greatsword is a very large weapon, and swinging that in the cage, there's not really.
Step out of the
enough
cage.
I
for
walk
that.
out of the cage, but I
Maybe
also
we
look at him and
Try
I,
some of the other keys.
Pardon?
do they have keyholes?
We have 3 keys, right?
Yes, you do.
Oh, we're
Maybe
smart.
try some of
keys
the other
first.
keys to unlock the shackles.
I used one of
before
the
we
other
start
two
swinging
keys.
swords.
You use the keys and unlock the shackles.
Amazing.
Oh my god, imagine we discovered that after you took her head off.
So I was going to have her say, she was gonna be like, so if I die when you cut my shackles off, take my hand and you can use for spare the dying.
I was gonna say I'd haunt your ass, but that works too.
That's like
Alright.
Nicholas. I have the tool for the job.
It's
Toss
pretty
sword.
safe to assume Nicholas has a minor concussion after falling.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Intelligence penalty.
All right.
So-
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go push the butcher's table to kind of gauge how heavy it is.
I'm gonna just be, hanging out.
Is it
Yeah.
day or nighttime?
You can't tell.
We're indoors.
You're inside. There are no windows here.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Do you guys still hear the rains?
No.
No?
Nope.
You didn't hit the loop button.
I heard some thunder, but that was it.
Yeah, it'll go forever if you hit the loop button.
There we
There
go.
we go. I just had to turn it up. It was too low.
There it is.
Now I hit stop. Damn it! Don't do that. Anyway.
Right.
So what's going? So who wants to do what now?
I'm going to attempt to pull on the table, just to gauge how heavy it is.
Make an athletics check.
If you can get that beneath us, that'd make getting us down a lot easier.
Is there
That was
something?
my-
Is there something I can climb up to get to that beam?
Oh, that's not great.
Give me one moment. Oh, you try and move. You
Sorry.
try and move this table, but your muscles just scream out in pain.
Can
Just
I
from the
assist?
treatment you received.
Might need some help with this. We
No,
can
it's
get it under the others.
Go with it.
Sure. Go. You can now make an athletics check with no disadvantage.
Can I attempt to make it if you don't mind, Dishwash?
Yeah, you go for the
Let's
athletics
let
or my strong suit.
Let's let the tank do this.
The thunk.
Not one. Okay, good.
Please.
Oh boy! Now, Nicholas. Even with how wounded you are,
I am still
this is,
done with this shit.
this is probably one of the heaviest things you've ever had to lift, and that somehow fills you with even more determination to move it. As Lith, you're doing that thing where when people are moving a couch, you're holding the middle, but your hands are just there and you're not bearing any weight. As Nicholas just pulls this damn thing back pretty much by himself and pulls it underneath the snakes.
I'm just helping him guide it.
Oh, thank you.
You balance it out. It's cool.
Is there something over here or anywhere in the room that I can climb up to get on top of the beam?
There is that winch. There's a chain that leads up to the beam.
Can I climb
Which
it?
is- You may.
Acrobatics or athletics?
It would be acro. I'd let it be your choice.
Acroletics.
Athletics.
Um,
But to the snakes, you are now only about 5 feet off.
Closer. That's all you
Closer.
need.
You're closer.
20.
It won't hurt as much. 20?
Yeah, because I'm
Okay.
not at disadvantage.
Oh, that's right. Elfie business. You climb up. It's not easy, but you get up there,
And I'm-
and you're
yeah.
now doing a balancing act.
Oh,
I'm-
why are they up there? Look up.
Yes.
How are you so cheerful during this?
Oh, don't worry, it'll be fine.
I'm not cheerful. I am internally panicking, but go ahead.
But
I was talking to the other snake.
Oh.
but I'm a lady who always screams about not being a devil or something. Look up.
She just doesn't even say anything. What am I looking at? She looks up.
You look up, and you do see a hatch that that seems to lead outside, as there's a bit of rain leaking in through.
Can I reach it?
You are about 5 feet too short.
I mean, I know I'm vertically challenged, but damn.
We will work that out later. Let's focus on getting the snakes down.
She looks at the chain she just climbed up, and she goes, she's like, "I'll check the hatch in a moment. Let's get you on. This is not the butcher shop." And so she's
Yes,
like,
but let me just tell you this. While she tries to, I guess, assume unhook probably Twitchy first.
Yes,
Sekim's
please,
gonna
please give me.
lend assistance through his medical knowledge about how to do it without, destroying Twitchy.
Assuming you're going to be doing it by touching Twitch in any way, you're going to have a plus D4 on this roll.
well, I was gonna maybe try and let down the winch chain to lower you both, if that could possibly.
The winch the winch is controlled by sorry, I'm losing my words. The winch is controlled by a mechanism over here.
Oh, so not.
However, is missing the lever to manipulate it.
Okay.
So it's either go
Well,
or not.
we do have your weapons if it uses a replacement lever.
That's true.
I'm gonna, while he's trying to figure that out, I'll just go over to Twitchy and try and with
like I said,
the instruction, I'll try and let her out.
The instant you touch her, you're going to have guidance. Like, you're going to have a plus D4 on basically everything.
Tail guidance.
I'm gonna climb up on the tables and stand underneath Twitchy to basically help catch her if anything goes wrong.
All right. So, Thyra, are you trying to unhook Twitchy?
I'm gonna unhook Twitchy first.
Okay.
I do have advantage proficiency in medicine, so I might be able to.
I mean, so do I.
You are exhausted. That would give you disadvantage. However, Sekam is spouting out medical mumble jumbo that makes sense to you since you're proficient. So that will nullify the disadvantage. And Lith, you said you were assisting, right?
Yep.
All right.
I'm basically making sure that it's gonna be an easier landing, just in case.
So I have advantage anyway.
Yeah.
You have advantage and a D4.
Yes.
Okay.
And this will be, however, it is still going to be an athletics roll as you are manipulating a heavy body.
I still have advantage or proficiency.
Yeah, even though Twitchy's pretty slim and pretty small, she's probably still close to 200 pounds.
Do you
with
want
this
me to
tail.
roll a d4?
Yeah, at the D4.
It couldn't hurt.
She has the cantrip guidance, so basically.
It could hurt a lot. You get a +1 to whatever you roll.
She already rolled it, didn't she?
Yeah.
That's a 21 then?
Oh,
So,
I'm sorry. Yeah,
minimum
that's
11.
21. Okay. Through this massive amount of skill, guidance, and medical knowledge, you very gingerly unhook the hooks that are holding Twitchy up. And Lith, it's a good thing you're there to actually hold Twitchy's weight as the first hook is removed.
It's a D&D
Otherwise-
version.
Wait, the first hook?
Yeah, you are held up in segments because your body is longer than a
Oh, Christ, that would hurt.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's a good thing Lith was there to bear the weight. Otherwise, the second hook would have hurt real bad. But you do manage to get the second one out without inflicting any more damage.
I don't even have a tail, and that makes me wince.
Right?
I'm glad.
Am I free now?
You are free to move as you please now.
Okay.
I'm gonna move over
And
to the other snake.
I'm actually going to do this real quick because it has been done. Stay out of there, Cleaver. Don't
That's
mind this.
That is a huge cleaver, Jesus.
It is a
Oh
very
god, it's alive!
No! Stop growing.
Oh no! The table is Tiango.
Make my table grow.
I'm not moving the blood splatters.
Are
They
we
get
in Fantasia right now? Is everything just coming alive in the room?
No.
You can tell you've successfully made us nervous by how much we're joking.
Yep.
Liz would look at Twitchy just and ask, "You okay?"
Can I roll medicine to find out if I am or not?
You definitely may.
There you go. How bad am I?
You can see your HP value.
I'll live. I'll live. We gotta
Good.
get out. We have to get out of here.
Though for a
So,
more serious,
just
serious answer,
for a
rather.
quick note, at this point, Twitchy is basically going to just be with whoever is doing whatever. If it gets out of here, she's going to be putting hands on you, and you're plus D4
I'm
Mm,
still up
and
on
because
those.
she desperately wants to get out of here, and guidance is a free cantrip. So
I'm currently investigating the winch to see where I can stick my great sword.
you
so
get a
if it doesn't
D4, and
break-
you get a D4.
All right. So a few things.
Most prescient. I think D4 to the elf so she can get the other snake down.
Yep, I'm gonna repeat with the other snake.
Like I
Okay.
said, just remember to roll your D4s because as
And-
long as she's within touch range, you're going to get it.
Lending assistance with medical mumbo jumbo.
Alrighty. So
Shit.
Oh, 22, 22, 22, I have advantage.
All right, yeah,
Yep,
because we
you do have advantage.
stacked our advantages.
24.
okay, that is enough. So repeating
I am
the
contributing.
process, repeating the process, you do the same thing that you did for Twitchy, even better, and you get Sakam down without any tearing.
Ugh, Jesus.
But for a more serious answer to your last medicine check, Twitchy, you're all in a bad way, but nothing is incredibly serious or pressing right now. So long as you get out of whatever this is and get
We're-
yourself some proper medical attention, you should be all right.
We're all at half health, you said, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't
Okay.
there a door you said that was hanging loosely somewhere? Or was
I
that
already
inside?
opened it, but
That
I'm
was
gonna
was the
thaumaturgy the
case, yeah.
hatch.
Okay.
the hatch.
Yeah, if
Did-
I can, if it's unlocked.
Shoot,
Uh,
did we ever determine what my holy symbol was? Shit.
I don't know what my holy. Oh, mine's a falcon. I think.
Yeah, yours is
I
yours
don't
is
know
a
my
falcon made of blades. I'm gonna say for
Twitchy
Twitchy,
could probably use any of them, honestly.
pretty much, but
Look at
some
this.
symbol of life or renewal would also work for Amalia. But back to Nicholas, you do see a segment where a bar could be inserted to twist the winch, and you can certainly try whatever you want, as you do see a way to manipulate it.
Hey, Nicholas, really quick question.
Yes.
Your sword, is it polished to a mirror sheen or a satin sheen? Is it polished at all?
It's definitely polished. I have no idea which one it would be.
Can you see yourself in the blade?
Probably. We had nothing better to do.
Okay, I might need to borrow that at some point.
Understood.
Because that would count as a holy symbol.
Cool.
Yeah, you're right.
As a mirror.
Well, as long as it doesn't scratch, but even if it scratches, I'll fix it. And I'm going to use the greatsword as kind of the bar to twist.
Okay. You don't care about damaging it. The winch anyway.
I care about damaging my sword.
Yeah, but your sword.
Minus if
You
it's
can
the
just
Warhammer, because wood's a better lever than metal.
too late now.
Oh, I work with swords. That's a bad idea, but okay.
You can hear the pain.
You
I do have mending. I do have mending.
So
Yeah.
do I.
So
What
as a
coincidence.
blacksmith, you know that wood is a better lever.
That's
and
true,
it
actually.
is
Yeah, as a
great
blacksmith,
sword
I would
anyways
know.
now.
I choose
Either
the
way.
better option.
Either way, you put your weapon into this mechanism and you twist, and you start to lower the hooks down towards the floor, but they hit the table because the table's there.
But nobody has something to climb to get up.
Well, back up,
Probably.
You said there was a chain.
Yes, the hooks they were attached to are attached to the beam across the room by chain.
And I'm still
And
up
you
on
said
the
from
beam.
the beam and from the beam to the hatch there was, you said 5 feet.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Can I climb up there and, assuming that the chain is long enough, would that reach up there?
Did my thaumaturgy push the hatch open or no?
Are you able to jump 5 feet straight up?
I don't have to.
It has a
touch
range of
anything.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, it has a range of 30 feet? Then yeah. I thought it was touch. My bad.
Uh-uh.
Yes, your thaumaturgy knocks the hatch right open,
Is it nighttime?
and it is nighttime. You see the blank void of the sky, of the night sky above you, And the rain gets heavier because it's open now. You are covered in
She
soap.
is extraordinarily happy that it's nighttime.
The
Sakam is now back in full blip mode. Blip. Actually, ooh,
There is one of the
Tyra.
moons at full. You go translucent.
You guys just see
Tyra.
you guys just see the elf go like mostly semi-translucent. The only thing you see is her eyes are kind of glowing and her tattoos are kind of glowing, and that's all you kind of see an outline of the elf, but that's it.
Oh, fascinating.
Okay.
But Thyra, you seem very good with the climbing, despite us all being quite weary at the moment. Mayhaps if we can get this to go higher, you should be the one to pull the lever so that you can climb back out. Otherwise, any one of us may be, stuck on the floor.
Can I get help on the table also?
I do not know that I processed what he just said to me entirely. What?
I'm Froggy, so I'll just say out of character. He is saying that Thyra is good at climbing. Everyone else is fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
So maybe she should be the one to get down and pull the lever to get everyone up, and then she can climb back up afterward.
Am I
And
strong enough to pull the lever to get everyone up?
I just heard the GM say, damn it, so we must be doing something right.
No, I said, damn it, rain.
Oh.
Am
I can climb fairly decently as well if need be.
My
I
only concern
cannot.
is my only concern is me being strong enough to pull the lever while everyone's
Well,
weight is on it.
I
For the
can
purposes of this, anyone seeking to climb up or down the chain will have to make an athletics check unless they have a climbing speed.
That sounds like I'll probably be first.
Wait a minute.
Oh, also, I have extra HP now that I'm under the. Fuck yes.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, right. I'm not used to seeing these types of creatures. Or people, I'm sorry. He goes over to, Lixia.
Lisha.
Or, sorry, the cat. He goes over to the cat.
Yes.
It's Leisha?
Lisha. Yes.
Lisha, sorry.
My bad. I mispronounced that too.
It's okay.
He's gonna look closer at Lisha's hands, which I guess end in, nubs unless they flex. That's right, I have seen you go up trees whatnot before. I think maybe... How strong are you?
Strong.
Oh, hey!
This.
Maybe then you should be the one to pull the lever, then you can climb, since you seem to be better at that than, anybody else here.
Well, yes, I'm pretty good at climbing, but I'm also tired as fuck.
Yes. Well, out of character, you have a climb speed as a tabaxi, which means you don't need to make a check.
I do not know that
Oh.
being tired is important
do?
right now. We need to
I
leave.
didn't realize I had climb speed. I forgot. Then I will climb, yes.
All right, excellent. You, the... Nicholas, yes, that's your name, right?
Nicholas. Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to all these foreign names. Like, I'm the foreign name right at the moment. But anyway, perhaps you should lend our good friend Lisha here your best weapon suited to being a lever and having them get us back up there.
Makes sense to me. And I hand you the warhammer.
That's a big fucking heavy warhammer. What am I supposed to do with that?
Oh, I'll show you. Just bring it over. He'll show Lisha how to stick it in there. He has a good intelligence score. He has a +3
I
to
love
it.
this snake man so much.
And Twitch is just kind of along for the ride,
Just
just like...
looks not very handy.
I think Lith is pretty much on the same page as
You know what?
Twitch is just there to provide healing, to provide spell support.
When you say that, Lisha, I want you to make an intelligence check.
Why?
Just you'll see.
For the DM's amusement. Shit!
Oh no.
Well, that did not go well.
Well, we had to get one of those eventually.
All right. Well,
This snake's an idiot.
I mean, that would not be inaccurate.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
it's not the right tool for the job. You're right. But hey, it's what you got.
It's like sticking peanut butter in a VCR and hoping it'll work.
My one request. Please don't break my hammer.
I'm not promising anything.
May, just
For the
Because
purpose-
he
no,
is
just for
smart,
first, I'll
and
let
now you
everyone
make
roll
an
an
intelligence
check
check.
real quick.
Intelligence.
Everyone?
Okay.
Intelligence.
Sure, anyone that
Alright.
wants to.
I'll do it.
Tiara's just gonna be like, what is going on?
Fuck.
Oh my
10.
god.
Damn it!
We are not a very smart group.
Oh, there we go.
That 22 on the other side.
Jeez.
Syra! You look around at all the one and you're like,
I've got an 18 in intelligence. What the fuck?
I know. Look around at all these guys bumbling around using a war hammer, essentially using a wrench when a hammer needs to be used. And you look back into the cell that was holding you, and you see that that bar laying on the ground. You look at the winch, and you look at that bar. Hey, that bar looks like it was supposed to be somewhere else before.
Mr.
To be fair, we're all traumatized. We're all disoriented. We've
I
all
know.
lost a decent amount of blood.
Tira pulls herself out of her starting to freak out again phase, and she's just like, Lisa, there's a bar in the cage.
Yeah, I'm only telling you because it didn't matter at this point. You would have done it anyway.
The bar in the cage, it looks like it might actually be the lever to go with that one, yes.
Are you
even better.
sure about that?
I am absolutely positive. You guys look like you're putting a hammer in a place where it goes in a circle hole and it's a square.
That's exactly
We have
Well,
toys
that
like
was
that.
awesome.
We're back home.
What, Jack?
Nothing. Gone.
I will just hobble over and pick up the iron bar. Bring it
I
up.
am on top of the beam. I cannot get it.
I got it.
Okay.
Snug as a bug.
Ugh.
Nicholas has been non-stop swearing in Dwarvish the entire time.
Do I speak
Bye-bye.
Dwarvish? No.
I do.
Okay, but
He's been
where were you?
swearing.
Where
Oh, are
did
you a
you
dwarf?
want
It's kinda
me
hard
to
to tell
go
with it.
climb to?
No, he's a human. I'm sorry, what would you like to do?
I'm asking Tiki's character where did he want me to climb to?
Oh, well, back up
And
when you're done.
why?
Just climb back over to where he's gonna coil his way on over here, like fully wrapped around the bar as he goes by. Oh, he just had
Okay.
like our
I
elfie
don't
friend.
really get what's happening, but okay.
Yeah, just when
You
you're back
do
when
you.
you're done. So did you bring us up, or did you climb up here first?
What?
Let's start from the beginning, Tiki. What's the plan?
Sorry, no,
Please
Unlock two.
speak plain English. It's fucking 2 a.m.
it is.
I'm
It,
sorry.
the way this works, from what I've gathered from the puzzle, you stick the bar in there, you lift the bar, the thing that we're on up. Somebody has to be down there to get it up there. Once it's all the way up, your character then can climb without a check back up onto the pillar, and we can get the fuck out.
Okay, thank you. I can now proceed to do this now that I understand what I'm supposed to be doing. So, do you want what kind of a check do you want for turning this thing?
It requires no check as you're using the proper tool.
Okay, then I will use this proper tool
All right.
to
You
turn it.
you turn it, and the bar does raise up a bit more, and those of you on top are getting rained on a lot more now. But the hatch is just within arm's reach.
I am gonna leap up and try and grab it and pull myself
Can I
out.
assist?
Okay. Yes, you may make an acrobatics check. Acrobatics or athletics.
Don't forget the D4.
Okay. I do not.
I'm
Hold on,
You
actually.
do not
You're-
have disadvantage.
If you're in physical contact with Twitchy at all, you're getting a D4.
Hold on, I was trying to check something else. D4. 14.
Eventually, we'll get more than a 1 in one of those.
Eventually.
I got a 2
Luckily,
before.
but luckily, making the jump and catching is not very difficult as you jump up and gain your hand gains purchase, and you can pull yourself up quite easily.
Okay.
And when you look around, you see you're at a homestead in a bit of a clearing that's been cleared out for quite a bit of a while, and you see this tower is part of a homestead that roof is about 10 feet just below you to your right.
I'm crouched down on the roof.
Okay.
So we're sort of like in a silo attached to a barn or
Pretty
a
much.
farm. Okay.
Should we get you two up now? This looks at Twitch and
Yes, I don't think Twitch is going to be succeeding any rolls that involve strength. So if anyone wants to lift her up,
Oh, I can assist you.
I'd appreciate that.
How about he's gonna, and also comes to look down. And I it's my furry-eared friend. I think you should climb back up here now.
Okay, I climb with my amazing climbing speed of 20 feet.
You
Zip.
get up there easily with no struggles.
So amazing.
I'm gonna assist Nicholas in lifting the snakes.
Okay. Nicholas, make an athletics check.
Understood.
That's it.
15.
15's good. You, who are you doing first?
Twitchy.
Take a D4.
Aren't you the one rolling?
Son of a bitch!
Jack is the most unlucky cleric right now.
Okay, look, it's still one more than you would have had otherwise.
It is.
I mean,
Still,
it's,
one out of
it's
four.
still a net- it's a net positive.
Yeah,
As,
don't get me wrong. I'm happy to be contributing, but still.
as Nicholas and lift up Twitchy towards this hatch, Nicholas, your foot starts to slip, and then it stops, and you're okay. And you lift Twitchy.
I just saved your ass.
Divine intervention.
All right.
Sakam will just ask for help getting up. He's strong. But what he's gonna do too, he's gonna coil one part of his tail around the pillar. He's actually if he gets up there, he's not gonna pull himself all the way up yet, making himself a snake ladder.
Okay, Tiki, do you understand how snakes and ladders work?
Snakes and ladders.
Yeah.
I want to play that game.
Listen,
Yeah, you can absolutely try that. Make an athletics check with advantage, and probably with a D4. All right, no, wait, yeah, I don't know.
If you're in physical contact with her, it's a touch.
she can
roll.
probably lean down and give him a high five.
Her tail touches you. She just pokes you with her tail tip.
Okay,
She's
All right.
she's 15 feet long. She can reach.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Ha ha!
Oh, thank God.
And ha ha!
Actually, come to think, oh jeez, not 20. Oh my God!
Fucking halfling bastard. Looks carrying it over.
Actually,
All right. So he is now a
quick
snake
question, Tiki, because it's my relevant. How long is your? Because I
how-
specifically rolled that Twitchy's short for her
Oh, I
species.
forgot to roll for that. I didn't roll, but I did. Did I give him a length? I
20
think I
feet,
might
maybe
have.
5 feet of body, or 5 feet of body, and 15 of tail, maybe.
Oh, it's not on this character sheet. It's on my other roll 20 character sheet for him.
Wait. Why do you have 2 character sheets for the same character?
So I made him for another game, and then Let me make this one.
God.
5e toolbox.
Regardless, for now,
Yeah.
please let me know what you decide. But your length, as it is, just as a naga, and
Mhm.
natural 20, you get help bringing your front body up to the hatch threshold, and you grab on and you hold your tail around the pillar in this tower, and you create a snake ladder.
Oh god.
He is 12 feet and 7 inches long.
Wait, Twitchy's longer than him?
Wait, is that right? Maybe I did it wrong.
That can't be right.
I think I may have hit the wait. I don't know what I did wrong.
Whatever. You're bigger than she is, I'm sure. Anyway, continue.
Probably yes.
So now no one has to make a check against this hatch. They can just climb up, succumb. You did it.
Well, let's get in. Let's get friendly with everybody.
All right.
Now, if you could please just watch the biting wounds.
Oh, sorry about
I
that.
make sure not to step on the hurty part of the snake.
I
Okay.
probably do it at
You
least.
know, I'm picturing Twitchy being a slightly more upbeat Ka.
Oh, you mean
I could see that, except that she's scared out of her mind right now.
Okay.
Twitchy or
Or not
Sakam?
Twitchy, not Twitchy. TD.
Oh, yeah.
My
Not
brain
too-
right now.
All
I
right.
blame the sinus infection that's slowly taking.
He now
over.
has Winnie the Pooh voice.
To be fair, we're all kind of sick, and for at least two of us, it is very late at night. So
Yes.
I don't know what you mean. I'm fine.
Sorry, Europeans. I value your presence, though. Anyway, as
I'm
you
just
all
happy to
emerge
be here.
outside, you're all soaked through by this torrential downpour that just does not let up at all. And you do find yourselves up on a tower, as I explained earlier, as part of a homestead, with another roof just about 10 feet below you. And just around the left side of this tower, you can see pretty close to the back part of the house, there is an awning? Yes, an awning made of cloth that seems to have some firelight flickering in and out of it. And around that side as well, you hear the most angry snarling of a hungry yet enraged beast you could ever hear.
okay, question.
Yes.
I know it's raining. Can I still kind of tell which way the moons are and try to orient myself, like which way north is?
That will require a survival check.
Just a straight one?
Yes.
Can I use thaumaturgy to put out the fire?
Uh,
I don't
I
remember.
don't know shit. God damn it. And I can't give myself the
Oh, I
D4.
can.
Yes, you can.
Oh. Let me do that.
one important detail
13.
in flickering in that firelight, you do see a very large
Large what?
shadow.
Oh.
Oh, and by the way, you should probably close. Someone's gonna close the hatch.
All right.
Not a terrible idea.
So unfortunately, with that roll, you're unable to see any of the light through the clouds of this heavy rain.
It was worth trying.
It was,
But
but as some lightning does flicker during the storm, you see it is about 100 feet of clear ground until you can get back into the bush.
I can
But
cause distraction, and I am harder to
Oh.
see.
Also, you do see your equipment strewn out near one of the caravan carts in front of the.
Oh, well, so much for running.
Boy, I need to get that.
I can still cause
Yeah.
distraction if someone can get to my equipment.
Oh, as much as I can.
I'm pretty good at going unnoticed, so I could go pick up some key items, perhaps.
I am not so, if you wouldn't mind.
I need my
Correct.
sword.
I think I also have decent stealth if we need to
How,
sneak.
Really quick, does that I know this is probably I'm pretty sure the question, but we were out for a while. Does that count as a long rest as far as recovering spells go?
No, it was not a restful occasion.
Damn it. That was worth trying.
You were unconscious, not sleeping.
Oh, yes, maybe our furry-eared friend might be the best one since he can more easily climb up and down it.
I just need my she literally wants her swords and her holy symbol at this point. That's all she really cares about.
Yeah, I think we all want our
Oh my
gear
God.
back.
Just
make,
send the
a,
cat out to
Want
get
our
stuff.
stuff.
make a perception check.
Yeah, right. Send the cat in
Me?
the rain. Great. Very smart.
If anyone wants to, they can make a perception check.
I want to.
Wow.
I'm not sure what's worse, snakes or rain.
20.
7.
Nice
14.
performance check.
God,
Vicky.
son of a bitch. Actually, wait a minute. Everybody take a D4. Everyone take a D4.
Take it.
All right.
Like, at this point, Twitch is just playing patty cake with everybody.
22.
High five.
15.
High five. High five.
Still a 9.
2, 1, 2.
All right.
9.
50,
Anyone that
60.
got above a
But Jack, you're a
15
performer, it's not perception.
I just made it.
anyone that got 15 or above can see
God
that
damn it.
also pegged in front of the house and is probably causing the snarling that's off to the side. There is a donkey pegged into the ground. Alive.
Is that my donkey?
You didn't see it.
So,
I want my friend.
The donkey is there as well.
Okay, immediately Twitchy just turns and like zooms right towards where she's pointing.
So I will go cause distraction. Yes.
so Blood Mage, how hard would it be to get down from this silo tower thing?
Question, actually, do we see any sign whatsoever of other survivors?
You do not from here.
Burn the place down.
I've got Sacred Flame, I'll do it.
Do it.
Suck it in.
I've got Sacred Flame and I do lightning damage when I deal damage, so
Okay.
I will burn this bitch to the ground.
Fuck the rain. We're gonna
You
burn
should
it.
get
But I'm
down
okay
from it
with it.
first before you do that.
Yeah, okay, fine. Be
I'd rather
sensible.
not be
Alright.
burned along with it.
Oh,
Answering
fine. Be
this
sensible.
question-
I'm just
Initial
picturing
question.
Tara standing on the
Oh,
roof,
yes.
arms in the air, just cackling as lightning just rains down on this building.
The EM has a question or something.
All right. Answering Dishwasher's initial question, getting down wouldn't be too tough. As long as you don't just jump down the 10 feet to the other part of the homestead, you can climb down easily enough.
How much fall damage would I take in terms of dice?
If you went just from the tower to the ground,
Yeah.
3d6.
3d6.
That is nothing to sneeze at.
I would survive.
Yeah,
I fucking jump.
What?
All right, monkey boy.
Like
Okay.
he's a monk.
Okay.
All right, Monk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The rules don't apply to him, including the laws of.
Your level. I'm not gonna roll because it would be irrelevant.
I got
Guys-
25 fall damage.
You guys all kind of hold your breath for a moment. Slith just swan dives off this tower, and right before he hits the ground, you see him almost slow his fall by your willpower alone, and he lands 3-point landing.
3%.
Despite-
The storm is ill.
Tara-
Despite all the pain, Twitchy manages to just go, fucking leg havers.
Tara just
we
goes,
can't
no,
all do
no.
that.
Tara goes, no. Is elf.
Slith.
Oh,
The moment-
he's
The
gonna.
moment you land, you actually do hear a few more rattlings of change just around the left side of the house. And from your direction, you peek and you see 3 of those massive black hounds fighting each other, seemingly for the purpose of killing each other, and just being left alone. And one of them sees you for a moment and snarls. And then you
I
just-
was gonna say I would like to do a stealth.
Okay, fair enough. So,
It's like,
Stealth.
if he gets spotted, I'll do thaumaturgy to cause some noise.
And
okay. I have to
it's
roll.
not.
Oh, you're too far away for guidance.
I
Mhm.
wanna. If I
Hold
see
on.
him. Okay.
Yeah, let's see what the result is first.
So remember when I
It's-
told you I have a dice curse when I DM? I rolled a 3.
Hmm.
Nothing easy.
Hey,
So
hey,
did I, but I
until you
have
hit,
modify.
until you get one.
Sorry, you could repeat that, Jack?
Jack.
Jack,
Hello?
there
Right.
you
There you
go.
are.
Yeah, you cut out.
Oh, I was gonna say until you get 1, 2, and 3 in order. I don't want to hear.
Buddy,
Is that-
I've got 1, 1, and 1.
One moment.
I had a player once roll double net 100s in a with a D100 system.
Jesus.
All right. Anyway, so you do see those 3 dogs essentially snarling each other just around the bend. Then you do hear a voice call back from the direction of the fire. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, Undercommon, and Dwarvish.
You have no idea what it says, but the voice makes the dogs quiet down.
I assume they're speaking Giant.
You can make whatever assumptions you please.
I mean, if we had an hour, I could cast comprehend languages.
we do not have it.
I would like in my sneaky state to go over to our equipment.
All right, make an investigation check, please.
Investigation.
And this is a
Shit,
mental.
I'm bad at this.
So, quick thing. This is a mental stat, so physical exhaustion isn't going to give you disadvantage on it.
Hey.
12.
12? Okay. It's not difficult to find your gear at the very least, as you are able to identify it. However, all your mundane gear is there. Your magic items don't appear to be with it.
Crap. Alright. Well, what about my allies' gear?
You were able to find that stuff as well. However, just like yours, their magical gear is not with their packs.
Does my
Right.
both of my swords, do those count?
And I try to locate weapons and holy symbols.
All right, give me 1 second. Your swords are more a mechanical invention than a magical.
The other one is not.
I'm so glad I managed to talk you to let me use that charm as an armor.
Yep.
Because I technically still have heavy
Well,
armor
actually,
on.
you know what? They're both. Never mind. They're both.
Oh wait, that's magical though, isn't it?
What?
What?
Your armor charm.
Yeah, but I specifically asked that they detect it.
Sorry, I was thinking of your hairpin.
No, I'm guessing they didn't find that either.
Doesn't matter. I said you have it, so you have it.
Alright. That's fair.
If one of your swords was magical, Thyra, it is not there.
Okay.
Right. But I try to find as many weapons and holy symbols and other light things that I can carry, and
Okay.
then sneak back to and attempt to climb up the silo. I do have a grappling hook now.
Shouldn't we just climb down instead
Yeah, what are the rest of us doing?
and join
Yeah,
him
what are the
there?
rest of you doing?
I'm
to
watching to
climb down.
make sure that whoever's at the fire isn't moving towards them.
So come, can go around Nicholas and say, "Hey, hold your arms real quick."
Okay.
So Com's gonna grab both of his arms and then just slank his body over the side.
Okay.
Do what now?
Snake ladder again for the other direction.
I have a climbing speed, so I will avoid the snake.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the roof until everyone else is down and out of the way. Also, both of my swords function the same way. Blood Mage, just one of them has a magic property to it. So yeah, that one's not there.
I guess we get hot snake on snake action as I crawl down the other snake.
Can I enable it?
Glad we're not streaming.
I just want to get. She just wants to get out of here, okay? She just wants to find a shrine to maintain.
All right.
Looks at that display and thinks this better not awaken something in me.
You get down as I.
If it's longer than it's fine.
All right.
This is really just a test for all of you to see how perverted you are, and you all fail.
I mean, Jack.
Yes, I know.
Jack.
What else is new?
Fey fuckery is my motto. Come on.
Yeah.
If it's longer than it's wide, it's a phallus.
Okay.
Anyway, continuing on.
So, at this point, getting back down, you all are able to retrieve your mundane gear.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that include my book?
Your book, yeah.
What am I actually
Does that
doing?
include my toot?
Yes, your toot is there.
Alright.
I have the hurdy-gurdy if we need a real distraction.
I have
Although if it's-
everything.
Wait, has all this equipment been in the rain?
Yes, it has.
That's why I wanted to
My
make
hurt-
sure my book was okay.
My hurdy-gurdy is useless. That thing is destroyed now.
Well, did you have it in a pack or was
No!
it?
We were
I'm
ambushed
sorry.
when she was playing with it.
Okay, your hurdy-gurdy is a little messed.
Well,
Yeah, mending.
that's true, I do. Never mind.
All right.
So
those-
everything we have that isn't magical, we find.
Yes.
Okay, I have my gems.
You
No,
can
that
make
kinda
all-
stuff.
sucks.
Do potions count as magical?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so the potions are gone, but what about non-magical bombs?
Wait, do I have... Oh, wait. Do I have my healing kits?
You do.
Okay, the instant we get a quiet moment, Twitch is going to be healing all of you.
Okay.
Oh,
since
wait.
you-
Is my diamond there?
Your diamond?
Yeah, my
Uh,
diamond.
Gems. I
Where
have
would
my
it? Where
gems,
would it
so,
have
yeah.
been?
It would have been in my bag. In
Yeah.
my pack.
Wait, they didn't take the valuables?
They did. They left mundane gems alone.
Even
That's
a diamond.
Even a diamond.
that's interesting.
Okay, I can bring you back to life if one of you dies, but only one of you, so don't do it.
So can I, but still, it's
Now, since all of you are down there, I want you to make
perception
Yeah.
checks.
either an investigation, a perception, or survival check. Whatever.
Investigation.
Oh, my best.
Investigation,
Also, D4.
perception, or survival.
Don't forget your D.
26.
Don't forget your D4s.
17.
As Twitchy goes around
30.
high-fiving everyone in distress.
I have a total of a 30.
How much
Look,
were we
she's-
healed by?
Listen, it's a very touchy-feely kind of theology, all right?
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
How much were we healed by, Jack?
I haven't healed anybody yet.
Oh, okay.
All right.
27.
Jeez. That guy
Because-
did work.
Okay, question. Would my character be able to tell if now is a safe time to try to patch people up or not?
I'm gonna say you would be able to tell, given your wisdom.
Okay.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't passing up an opportunity if one was there.
I
And
know.
just real quick, because everybody. Okay, so
but-
go on. I'll worry about my stuff later.
Yeah, sorry. Well, you have a moment to do whatever you want. In just one moment, Tiki.
All right.
So, Twitchy, Nicholas, Thyra, Lith, Tiki, everyone at this point notices that while all your mundane gear has been dumped here, some sacks from the caravan and your own stuff have been opened, and you do see footsteps going within the homestead, not towards the tower, but the homestead itself.
Like human sized or giant sized?
It's big,
Big. Got it.
but they both come and go.
Are these actually like human-shaped prints, like hill giant or something, or are they like?
Your score, yes, they are human shaped.
Okay.
They are
Can-
humanoid.
So, I mean, I can try to go inside depending on what everyone is missing. I'm missing a weapon, but I can make do without.
I'm missing a friend, so I'd rather not leave her behind.
Are there bombs here?
You have your bombs.
I have lightning.
Uh,
Yes, Baron.
with the 30 investigation, can I tell by the tracks whether there's someone in the homestead or leaving the homestead?
With a 30 investigation, yes. Looking at the order of the tracks, you're able to tell from one footstep going outward from one going inward that there is most likely no one inside.
Oh, there's someone inside.
all right, one other question.
30. God damn it.
It helped.
The one other question of vital importance is now
Yes.
a good chance to take a quick break so we can use the washroom.
Yes.
Okay,
Bye.
be right back.
Let's go some pizza.
How's everyone doing so far?
I'm good.
Your was just mad. You took all his stuff.
Yeah, so I just have the just to explain what I was trying to earlier. Both of my swords have the same functions, like with the mechanical parts to them, but the one has like a whatchamacallit. It sheds light. That's the only magic about it.
But it is a magical enchantment.
Yeah.
Then yes, it would not be there.
She's so mad. She's just like, damn it.
Nicholas's thing he hates most in the world are thieves. It's like he's really...
Dogs. Yamano.
It's not so much thievery when they knock you out and claim your stuff for their own.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I think that's just robbery. But yeah, I like this so far.
Funny story, of the 3 times I have run this, not one group ever thought of using the spider.
What?
We go back
Spider-
and get the spider now.
You're already out, so it's not as important, but my original idea for someone who lacks common sense, which is me, was, hey, there's a spider here, let's open it up and use a spider soap to give ourselves a climbing speed. Rather than, everyone else's completely sensible ideas.
Have you considered designing point-and-click adventure games?
I have not, no.
The only way to escape is to use the spider.
Jeez. That's Phoenix Wright levels of weirdness.
And then back.
Hey,
Old school point-and-click had some pretty intense moon logic at times.
I have been promoted from ladder back to doctor.
You're climbing the business ladder to success. The ladder is you.
Are you
I like how
Dr.
we're able to
Buck?
take advantage of some of our weird racial traits and had to get out.
Is Ori still gone?
Looks like it.
All right.
So you're Dr. Doctor now, right?
Dr.
Mhm.
Norfolk.
How you
Ju-
doing, Europeans?
I'm doing fine. It's not today, or yeah, today technically for me that I need to be worried.
Alrighty.
I was really glad when you said, "Oh, it's a 3d6 fall damage." All right, don't care then.
Monks.
Does not matter.
How much health do you guys have anyway?
I'm
10.
I'm staying at
Oh,
26.
jeez.
21.
10. Twitchy's got a health penalty.
Yep.
Twitchy just doesn't have health.
But that-
I decided to keep my stats in order that I rolled them, and she has a 7 strength and 9 constitution.
Random did not hear any of that.
Oh.
Why does that do
I
that?
haven't. I ended up with an 8 in charisma, so Liz is not exactly the greatest conversationalist.
Oh, I ended up at 9. I'm also in the same boat.
What's that?
I'm gonna take
But-
it out of the start menu because I don't have a map of the homestead.
But
At a homestead.
Really?
Liz did live as a hermit for a long time, so I guess that makes sense for the poor conversational skills.
All right.
Nicholas just spends all his times in the forge area, so
Are we missing anyone else besides Ori, or
just Ori, I think.
Don't think Ez is back either. Ez? Ezzy.
Yes.
Oh, hi. There you are.
Hey, Blood Mage,
yeah?
would we have like say 10 minutes to put on armor?
We do if you want to take it. Do you want to take 10 minutes near the demon compound?
I mean, my AC goes from 11 to 17 if I do. So if we can, I'd
Wait, why do I
appreciate
have
it.
more AC? Oh, wait, right, I have a shield and armor. Okay.
Yeah, who needs armor?
Says the monk.
Hey,
Yeah,
barbarians deflect bows with the powers of muscles.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
And awkwardness.
I think
With,
everyone's
with the
here.
power
So,
with the power of muscles and rabies.
Sorry,
What
were you guys doing?
The dingo needed my attention.
what you guys doing?
There's no one in the homestead, so... if we
I would
want
say
to-
not spending 10 minutes waiting for one person to put armor on.
Let's get our
Fine,
stuff. Try to
fine.
try to figure out where our magic items are. Okay, when you say homestead, like are there other buildings?
Sorry, you're
can see?
cutting out.
Are there other buildings around us that we can see? Is it just a
No.
single building in a field?
Yes.
How big of a building is this?
It is about
1 story, 2 story?
That itself is, and it is about 30 feet by the tower.
You are
is
cutting
about-
out really bad. What?
Blood Mage, leave the call and come back.
Discord.
Hello.
Kingdom.
Hello.
Hello.
If it keeps doing that, we might have to go to a private call because it doesn't do that as bad in private calls.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the server and its voice calls, but they've been glitchy lately.
Yeah. Well, to answer your question, the homestead itself is about 30 feet by 30 feet,
Okay.
and it has the tower attached to the back left side of it, and that's about 10
Is
feet
it-
higher than the homestead.
1 floor or 2 floor?
1 floor.
And there's nothing else around us.
No, there is not.
This place isn't that big.
Well, I can.
There's no one in the homestead. He's currently out.
I can
Have we-
I can stay out and keep watch on him. If he tries to go inside, I can cause
Do
distraction.
we know if there's anyone other than the big guy?
There's the dogs that are barking.
Anyone I guess I should be in character. Anyone besides that?
Did we see any other like different sets of footprints during our-
Again, with a 30, which is impossible DC.
Wait, you got a 30 on that?
I got a 26 and then rolled a 4 with your guidance.
Jesus.
Yeah, so with a 30, you would have seen very subtle, but a different set of footprints that is similar in size, but not as much weight on them. Not as deep.
There is another set. So there's at least 2, but it's not as heavy, so smaller target.
Well, I'm not gonna go look.
What would you? One of my items has.
Does Sakam go inside?
No. He's not going inside. He says, "I'm not gonna go look." It's like,
Oh, he's not going to go look.
As all eyes turn to the elf,
I'm
who's
not
probably the
going
best scout.
anywhere near those
Am I to
dogs.
go inside then?
Sorry, for context, you are right by the front door.
Oh,
I am to go inside
Should
then?
have mentioned that.
probably for the
I
best.
want to go
Okay.
inside.
You do or do not? As did you say you do or do not?
I said I want to go inside.
We have a volunteer.
Because I'm a cat and I do not want to be out in the rain
I can,
and near dogs
I-
and near snakes.
I can go with
Just
you.
keep getting better.
Okay.
I can go with you, or I can go keep an eye on our friend.
I don't think we should split up too much right now.
Well,
If you two go, then I will stay out here.
okay.
All right. So do Thyra and Leisha enter the homestead?
Yeah, Tiro go inside.
Yes,
All
let
right.
us go.
You enter this homestead and you see it was probably once used by creatures of your size, as the furniture is a bed that's maybe 6 or 7 feet long, or a dresser that's about human sized. All of these things have been pushed to the very, very edge of the walls to make room for a very large symbol written in blood, with currently a tiefling whom you do recognize from the caravan jabbed into the center of it by a spear.
Ooh.
And on one of the tables nearby, you do see a pile of magical items. And in the back corner, just behind the door when it opens, you see the figure of a statue with the figure that's similar in looks to Leisha, but has many tails, and is just looking at you with a expression of mischief. But it is a statue; it's not following you. To make that clear.
Okay.
Its hand is outstretched, and it is currently holding a silver necklace.
Is the tiefling dead?
You can make a medicine check as you please.
You don't have your lucky snake with you, so you're on your own. Oh my god, I am just a lucky snake,
I
aren't I?
guess he got the sharp end of the stick rather than the short end.
Well, I didn't know if they hit anything when they put him up or not.
Oh, you get a point of inspiration for that one.
Don't encourage her.
I will encourage.
Encourage.
So he is
Yeah.
dead.
You made a medicine check of
Yeah.
of a 12?
Yeah.
No, he has a pulse.
Oh, no. Okay, so I'm gonna spare the dying on him and stabilize him at least.
There's a spear through his abdomen, pinning him to the floor.
I'm gonna take that out, and then I'm gonna spare the dying, stabilize. Battlefield medicine his ass.
Okay, you spare the dying. I want you to make one more medicine check on him. Just this time with advantage. so you can
Oh.
stabilize
I'm
him.
concerned
Shit, I
now.
just realized what you might be doing.
is it safe to say we're all listening through the door?
Sure. Did you
Okay.
close the door behind you?
13. Yeah.
13. Spare the dying ought to work.
What did I just do?
He ain't dead.
He's not dead. The bleeding seems to have stopped, but there was a lot of it.
I'm sure he's fine.
I have like 6 different options going through my head, and they're all terrible.
What do you guys do now?
What's the? Can I tell what's going on with him?
I'm sorry, Ori, you made the roll and it wasn't enough.
Well, like religion or arcana wise is what I'm trying to determine.
Sure. I will say you can make an arcana or religion check.
They're both the same because I'm stupid. No, I'm not.
Okay. You're as a cleric, you can heal wounds, and you mostly leave that to magic. But this type of ritual is something you would have at least read about. It seems to be a ritual that would offer something up to darker powers.
Really quick, if they're going in there and they're leaving us behind, Twitchy's going to be spending as much time as she can
Healing, you said?
healing.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
so what do?
Since I don't know how long it'll take, I'm gonna try
I-
my best to put on some armor.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Really quick, Blood Mage. Technically, I can do, what was it? 1d6 plus 4 per turn, which is 6 seconds by standard.
Right.
How much are you going to allow me to do? Because I will burn all 30 kits if I have to.
Don't forget, Jack, a creature cannot regain hit points by that method until another long rest is taken. You can only do it once to each person.
Oh, is that how those work?
Oh, right. So everybody not currently in the do 1d6 plus 4.
I've
Heal-
currently got
healing.
temporary hit points right now too.
Well,
So
but you're in the house, so you wouldn't count.
I'm okay-ish.
1d6 plus.
4. And that would be 4 kits used. Okay. Noted. Oh, plus myself. I should roll for
Well,
myself.
as far as uses go, 'cause, like they each have like 5 uses, I think.
They each have 10 uses.
Well, I've got 30 uses total.
Fan-talking-fastic.
So all of you get some bandages.
Haha!
Yeah.
Oh, Twitchy, thank you.
On the plus side, I know a 3/4 full.
You
most damage I
all
took
rolled
from
a
the hook.
1.
I'd rolled a 4. The only one.
We all get a band-aid for our boo-boos.
All right. So you guys get band-aids.
It ain't
Byron-
great, but it's
Byron
something.
And Lisha, what you doing?
I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck I just did.
But I'm going to make the assumption that you probably gather your things.
Yeah, no, we went and gathered all of our. I'm assuming we went and gathered all of our magic items.
All right.
I've
Gonna
got
say
both my swords in my hands after I.
All right. You made your roll. Is what you know right now is all you get in the moment.
Well, so I'm confused as to what you meant by the. Just say it again, please, if you
Okay.
can.
So for your Arcana check,
Yeah.
whatever this tiefling was a part of, it seems like his blood or his life was being offered as an offering to a darker power of some sort.
Okay,
What language do you speak?
I forgot to put it on my sheet, but Common, Elvish, and I think I picked Draconic, but I didn't put it
Okay.
on my sheet.
You are unable to read the script of this ritual, sir.
Can I break it?
Certainly.
She's just gonna try and just mess up parts of the circle just to break the circle, like the magic.
With your swords back in your hands, you spend the next few moments carving flaws into the circle.
Okay.
All right.
Lisa, we should probably get out now. We need to get the
I'm
things to the-
interested in the statue.
All right. Make a religion check.
A religion check would be this.
Nice.
Good
Damn.
job.
Okay. You from seeing it, it is not one of the cardinal deities, but it is, however, a spirit, a guardian spirit that some people worship just for the blessings that it gives. This one seems to be, with a 21, you would know what it is. It is a statue to the trickster guardian, and this trickster loves blessings of wealth, or offerings of wealth. My bad.
Oh. Can I offer 1 gold piece to this statue?
You can.
Then I will do that.
You give it 1 gold piece.
Yes.
All right. You take your eyes off the statue for a moment, and you look back to it, and the eyes have actually changed, and they're looking at you with look of a, come on, really? Is that all you got?
This weeping angel of light.
Well,
Cheapskate.
Are you cheaping out on blessing here?
Oh, sure.
but you know, you see, I'm a cat and I'm from a poor background. You have to
She's
understand.
just a poor cat from a poor family.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who had that run through their head.
Okay, I get guilt tripped by the cat statue and add another 9 gold.
All
Now
right.
it's 10.
All right. You blink, and the face is back to normal. And Thyra, to you, it never changed.
Tira's just like, she's got this tiefling that's like half dead in her arm, like dragging it out of the door.
Yeah. And Lix is talking to a statue.
I like I'm just like, you know what, cat is crazy, let's go. It's just like dragging the tiefling to the door.
Just cat things.
She hits the buttons on her, her handles of her swords, and they retract into themselves, so she just puts them on her belt.
All right. The rest of you see Liksha and Thyra walk back out of the homestead carrying a bundle of magic items and an almost dead tiefling.
An actual tiefling.
Yeah. There are now 2 tieflings.
As I drag him out the door, I'm like, look, this is tiefling.
Noted.
All right, guys. Quick question. This might run longer than I initially anticipated. Is that acceptable to all of you? Or I'm asking the Europeans for most part.
That's fine, but then I need to go grab a soda.
I know. I'm just asking ahead of time. I don't plan on stopping it here, but I'm just asking in general.
One-offs always go longer than you think they'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Especially with 6 players.
Then I will be back in 10 seconds.
All right. Is that okay with you, Ezelyn?
Yep, that's fine. I might need to go make coffee at some point, but
Make
Alright.
the caffeine.
it's fine for now.
I'm sorry if it runs late. I really am.
It's okay.
Dude, that happens. Like my
I
first
just
one,
wanna play.
I planned it for 2 hours. It took almost 6.
So we did a one-shot in the Retroverse the other day. I did it on Maddie's channel, and we were supposed to go 3.5 hours. We went 6, and now we have a part 2 sometime next week.
Yep. I mean, again, Hoxton was supposed to be two games, and I think we ended up having 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And the Great War game, I was worried that they would
Oh,
finish.
come
it
on!
in
That's going to take us 6 months to finish that game,
Look,
Yeah, and they spent 3 hours talking on a train.
which was awesome. We had a lot of fun.
It was amazing.
if we end it tomorrow, I will be astonished. But
Wait,
I
tomorrow?
doubt it.
yeah, is everyone ready to continue?
Wouldn't it be the day after tomorrow?
Day after tomorrow.
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry. I thought today was Friday. My bad.
Don't
Anyway.
stress me out like that, dude.
Listen,
Wait,
I'm
tomorrow? Day after tomorrow? I'm confused. Did I
Oh, we're
miss
talking
something?
about something
Yeah.
else. Sorry.
It's-
Technically for me it's
Oh.
tomorrow, but it's because it's 3 p.m.
Shush you.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
mean, we're not talking about Dead tomorrow. That
3
horrible.
a.m.
okay. Thyra and Lisha come out of the homestead carrying your wonderful magical items. Hooray! What do you do?
I like my items, and then what's up with you?
I found him speared through the ground.
As you do.
No, we all recognize this as taken from the caravan, I guess.
Yes, this was someone that was generally one or two carts behind you. You just make a history check if you like.
Medicine check to see if he's actually okay.
He's not okay.
You said
11.
history check? Oh god. 19.
15.
Ah. You,
Oh, yeah, do
you
we
high
have
five yourself.
guidance again or no?
Sorry, what'd you say? Okay, you just needed above 10 for the history check.
Oh, okay.
You know this man called himself Gift Tenpenny, and he was a jewelry merchant.
Okay.
Why he was bringing jewelry to the outpost in the frontier, it seemed like a strange venture, but he seemed certain in it.
I don't think he's as certain as he used to be.
I guess not for
Tira
Jack.
tells Twitchy that she stabilized him.
All right. So Twitchy,
Yes.
at first glance, he seems all right, but through some divine inkling directing your sight to the wound's interior, spare the dying will just ensure he has a comfortable death. This man needs proper medical attention, and he needs it probably within the next few hours.
Well,
I have
Just
feeling.
let him die and take his valuables.
I just look at.
As I love you.
With the slow turns.
Okay, I have
I'm just getting my
Very dishonorable, cat.
blood
And
rage.
I just want to say,
Meow.
magical healing will.
I have the feet.
I know. Okay, that feat is exactly what you need because you need to make some corrections to to his insides. Magical healing will just. It might save his life. He's gonna have a very uncomfortable bowel movement though forever.
Hey. Would I know that this is a safe or not safe place to make such adjustments to his internal anatomy?
As you wonder this, you hear some creaking from back around the house.
Question answered. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I
if I could
get.
just,
Huh? Go ahead.
since we all have our stuff back, while he's trying to figure out if she has time to do that, he's gonna take one of his potions, put it in that weird thing that he had before. He said he was gonna stick it in the Twitchy. Then he's gonna take it, put
If
it
he's going to inject it into the tiefling, Twitchy's
Yep,
going to
he-
stop him.
Yep,
Twitchy is going to stop him.
he's going to take, and Twitchy's gonna have to beat his strength score, and he's gonna stick it in this guy's butt and inject the healing potion into him.
You are going to kill him. Stop it.
Good news, it's a suppository.
Are you actually going to make me contest that?
Don't worry, I'm a doctor.
Make a medicine check, doctor.
I don't believe you.
It's time for some doctor-assisted
While
homicide.
this is going on,
22.
You need to conduct surgery before you apply the magical healing to close the wounds.
Fucking quack. Come on.
Okay, fine. Oh, though, if we
At this
regenerate the process too
Later!
early, it's hard to
we
explode.
can
So
do
let's
this
move away
later. We
first.
have company coming. Go.
All right.
You'll pick him up and drag him
The
away.
amount of frost that is coming off of Twitchy's face right now, looking at this other.
All right, let's move on.
I love this kind
So
of
while
trauma.
they're doing that, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy and make the loudest noise as far away from us on the other side of the building as I can to draw their attention away from coming this direction.
Does it sound like a
Okay.
squeak?
Yeah, it's this giant fucking squeaky toy.
To be fair, that would certainly get their attention.
What sound do you make?
Not thunder because it's storming right now. Something crashing down loudly.
Make someone scream.
Yeah, that or
Alright,
something crashing and maybe a scream.
Okay.
Now just imagine that cowboy scream from that music video.
The Wilhelm scream.
Just
God fucking damn.
and where are you placing this sound?
So we're on the opposite side of the house from us, like you see, like we're on one side of the house, I guess, right? Yeah, and like on the other side.
All right. You make that sound, and you hear some immediate movement, and even the ground kind of shakes. As you hear almost running just on the other side of the house, and you hear chattering in what language does everyone speak?
Common, Naga, and Elvish.
Elvish, Common, and Draconic.
I forgot to pick my third one. I think it was Gnomish. So I had Gnomish.
Common, Elvish, Undercommon, and Dwarvish.
Common.
Are these giants gnomes?
Common Elvish.
No one knows.
They are colossal. They are colossal halflings.
So yeah, I'm like.
But it sounds.
They're fullings.
They are
sounds
twicelings.
and so I'm assuming you guys start to bolt when this sound is made.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna stay
They've just
behind.
been very well watered.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
stay at the
Raining
rear of the
all the
party
time.
because I'm
All right.
harder to see. So
As you guys start running, you hear a hee-haw. as
All
you-
right, donkey.
Oh no, donkey! Twitchy is going to turn and try to find the donkey and free him.
All right.
Did I see the donkey? Did I know like it's stuck in mud or something?
That
right?
depends. Do you have dark vision?
I
That's
do.
right, I don't. Never mind.
I do.
Lith turns around to
I
assist
want my
Twitchy.
friend.
Okay.
I haven't even
Uh,
named this thing and I'm attached to it. What the hell?
Twitchy, you don't have dark vision, right?
I don't believe so. I
I'll
don't
go.
think
I
I
No,
do.
I like. What?
I have dark vision.
All right.
We can go get the
So,
donkey.
those-
You guys go.
Those of you with dark vision are able to see that it's just tied by a rope around its neck and pegged by a stake into the ground.
I'm gonna fire a short
Cool.
bow round at the rope.
All right,
Okay.
make an attack roll.
I was just gonna karate chop
Nope.
the fucking stick.
just
Would you
untie it.
The good
No.
news is you don't hit the donkey.
My poor friend.
Okay,
And
the-
second was
can-
carrying away our tiefling friend.
So I have a movement of 40, so I'm just gonna rush up as quickly as I can and untie it. And if it's tied down too well, I can try and break the post. But from everything I've seen, I don't think they're gonna have tied it down too well.
Just pull the post out
No,
of the ground and then we have a club.
It's not. Oh, it's easily. You're easily able to untie it. You have nimble fingers. You're a monk.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you untie the donkey, and it immediately starts running. I'm gonna have to make a perception check before a donkey. Okay. Disadvantage because donkeys don't have night vision.
Welcome to the tabletop.
What? How? Okay.
Nat 20.
Natural 20 donkey.
No, it got a 15 and a 16.
Oh.
So, despite the darkness, it starts running straight towards you, Twitchy, and it's not long
Yay.
before you have your donkey right next to you.
I have
I'm
a
just
buddy.
I'm just running with the donkey, just heading the
scared.
rope.
That's cool.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'll follow behind just to make sure nothing's coming after us. But my
With one fewer
weapons
crossbow
are
bolt.
I think I can
I-
safely ride off my cart, but I still have my donkey.
Yeah. Kyra, as-
Actually, just for shits and giggles, I think what I'm actually gonna say is I hand you the rope. Here's your ass. And not really
Oh, no,
think
we
about
don't have those.
Just carrying on with the donkey.
anyway, the rest of you flee. Thyra, you said you were sticking around behind, right?
I was just following behind the party. That way I can tell if
Alright.
something's coming.
I want you to make a stealth check.
Oh, good. Well, I have advantage, and
Oh, I did name it.
everything
do,
has
you are
disadvantage
transparent.
on seeing me.
Correct.
I did name the donkey. I
17.
forgot.
All right.
Double nat 20s.
There's a curse. You see as that same creature that entered the room before stomps around the back of the house a bit further ahead, just looking around for the source of this noise, and then stomps forward to the front of the house and just shoves his way into the room. And you hear an immediate roar of both surprise and anger, as something it expected to see is not there. And you see it run around to where the large hounds were before you get into the forest, and unless you watch.
Oh, I think the distraction may have been a bad choice.
I'm sorry, what? It cut out.
I think the distraction might have been a bad decision.
All right.
Sad toot.
Yeah. So, at the very least, though, with that distraction, it does provide all of you enough time to get across the open ground into the frontier forest. Unlike the forest you were traveling when you were going through the caravan, this one is thick to the point of being unnerving.
Is this the one that you told me about that my character would have experience with?
Yes.
Fuck.
Twitchy. You look around, and almost it feels as if the trees themselves are staring at you.
Yeah, because they literally are. Yeah.
It might be because they
twice.
are as eyes of different variety, some human size, some much bigger, are hanging from the branches of the trees. They don't seem to follow you, but they're just hanging out, in the rain, sort of just moving as the wind blows them. But they're there.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Remind me again, why did we all take this contract?
It paid really well.
I guess that forest has their eyes on us.
So basically, an entire forest of these, which I just posted in the chat.
Yep.
It's a fun place, guys.
Sleep. That's all I want.
Tira's being quiet. She's trying to figure this out.
Yeah, we
So-
need to basically just keep moving and get, some
Hey,
distance.
I roll a survival check. Just figure out best way of navigating this thing.
Yes, you may. Is there anything any of you want to employ to aid in this? Or shall
Right.
Yeah.
Guidance.
Okay.
Would
You are slapped in the face with divine intervention.
And
I wonder
You get
if
the.
the
you get the
forest
second
is in
teleport.
the eye of
What
the
is?
storm.
oh yeah, okay.
Why?
As I can't give you another inspiration. Okay.
Yes.
16.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm
All
so
right.
glad I picked that cantrip.
It was a good choice.
It's
A
gonna.
lot.
It's
It's-
being abused in the best way possible.
It's not abuse. They specifically wrote it to have no
If
point.
if they didn't want it to be used on everything, it wouldn't be a cantrip.
This is true.
All right. So, the heavy rain really strains your ability to find a confident path, but you're not entirely lost,
Do you?
as you have a vague inkling through the slight parts of moonlight that sort of brighten up behind the clouds.
And the
And
best
using-
part about having
No, go on.
So the best part of having the snake in front is that his tail is so long you can't miss him from behind. It makes us follow the snake trail.
Mm-hmm. Yep, a trail. Anyway,
That's a percentage.
anyway, you do feel that you're able to make at least some decent headway leaving the homestead behind. You're very confident about that. Though about an hour passes of you going this direction, and you start to hear the howls behind you.
oh,
Oh well then.
They're getting a bit
Killed the
louder.
dogs.
So at this moment, you hear this, and you kind of shift to covering up your tracks, making sure everyone is able to, not be easily followed everywhere we're going, but also having to rely on the rain to cover your scent from those hounds.
Does anybody have Pass Without Trace by chance? Anyone cross
No.
class into Druid?
But I
Oh,
do
just
have
so
an
happens
idea.
Wait a minute, I've got Mending. Can I cast it on the soil that we pass over?
Yeah, can we just cast mending on the soil as every footstep? Just cast
That
mending.
that is an interesting use of mending that I haven't heard before, and definitely will allow.
Okay.
All right. I don't think that has a roll to it, so we're set.
No.
alright, hold on.
Cast time a minute.
Everybody is mending.
There's no longer than 1 foot in any dimension. Yeah, as long as none of you are size 15, we're set. Although us snakes are SOL.
So, for the purpose of this, as you hear the howling definitely starting to get closer, but you made a good head start. That use of mending and everyone doing it will give everyone advantage on the stealth check they need to make right now.
Oh, thank God.
I've already got advantage. Do I get double advantage?
No.
I'm so glad I didn't put up my
Well,
armor.
I was thinking about doing this. while we were
Guidance!
Oh, guys, please.
It might be too
17.
late for this now, but I was gonna say when they were doing that, I was actually gonna throw a stink bomb
How's an
down to
eight?
cover our scent as well.
How does an 8 work?
Modified 20.
15.
I used
Okay,
to,
please
I'll
tell
just
me you
roll.
do it so
Okay.
they have to roll against our. Because that might
22
give us a
stealth.
chance.
All right, hold on.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Oh, Sakam, no.
Good job.
Not last. Not
Although-
last.
Congratulations.
Although, I was trying to save, but everybody was talking. While they were doing that, I wanted to do one thing to help hide our scent or hide our trail as well. Now, I was going to throw a stink bomb down on our trail so that they would not smell us, but a stinky, stinky bomb.
What does that smell like?
Let's see. Let's describe it all, actually.
I'm leaving it to you, Mr. Doctor.
So I lost my medical license.
I would
Let's see.
guess sulfur, rotten eggs, and skunk.
Yeah, basically, it smells like basically a dire troll came in, took a huge diarrhea dump.
Perfect. All right. So, you guys make all these stealth checks, and some of you feel very hidden. Others, you feel
Nail
very
the
hidden.
snakes, which is fitting.
Yeah. So I just need to make a tally because, for future reference, when guidance is being cast on everyone, can we just roll in D4 one at a time so it's not a split? Just to
Sure.
make it
Why don't we
easier.
just roll 1d4 for everybody?
That would be good too.
Okay. For the sake of simplicity, I will roll the d4 because I'm providing it.
All right.
That's fair.
Which is basically how Bless and Bane work anyway, so might as well.
Yeah. Anyway.
Live by the call
Uh,
trap, die by the call trap.
All right. So just looking. Okay. Man, Lixia, you are invisible.
Yay!
I got a 15
What
total.
do I do with that?
So, good news.
Not
Kiki.
die.
You guys are all hiding as you see this massive figure run in your direction, holding the chains of these three hounds that are all completely covered in black fur. Yet it seems partially dry, even with this heavy rain going on.
Oh, good. At least that way we only have to worry about his movement speed, not theirs.
Yeah, and you see when they get close to your area where you threw the smoke bomb, all of the hounds get so upset that now their keen sense of smell is going to work against them.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
They would have had advantage on to smell
I
you
will
out. Now
be
they-
right back. I just spilled tea all over my keyboard. One moment.
Oh no!
Yikes!
So yay for stink bomb.
God,
That was a yay, right?
It was
Wait, I will
a-
remove
For
one
you.
bomb from my inventory.
Yes, it was us.
so that's a 3 plus 5. That's an 8.
Sorry about that.
Yes.
The lid to my carafe came off and tea came out.
Wow.
This shouldn't damage the tea at all. What?
They rolled an 8.
They rolled an 8. If you hadn't guidance yourself, they would have seen you.
Well, they would have seen Tiki first because he rolled even lower than me.
You all had advantage because you covered your tracks.
Oh, well, then even more so.
Yeah. Anyway, you see the dogs retch and just start pulling their master in a very different direction, not close to you. You averted that, and so you wait a few more minutes before coming out of your hiding place and trying to continue on.
If we're waiting a few minutes, Twitch is going to patch up the other two that didn't get here.
All right, 1d6 plus 4.
Yes, please. Ez and Ori, that would be you two.
Okay.
As to what?
Roll 1d6 plus 4 for healing.
Okay, 1d6.
Every single time.
Was that the only one that didn't roll a 1 on this?
So far.
Y'all knew.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Twitchy's hands are shaking. She's lost a lot of blood. All right. Wow. All right. Anyway, so you continue on. Make one more survival check if you wish to. Well, if you wish to continue, you can stay right here as much as you like.
I had to throw the paper towels. What I missed? I heard laugh.
We've all
Oh,
rolled a
Christ.
I was about to roll a survival check, but then
People roll survival.
So, for the purpose of this, I should have mentioned that survival checks must be done by one person, but anyone can add their stuff.
Oh, okay.
Did you
It
take your
wouldn't matter
d4s?
That's a natural one. I'm
Yeah, it's not what it
afraid.
doesn't matter.
yeah.
So,
Doesn't it only affect attack rolls?
No.
natural one?
Yeah.
No, it affects everything.
Yeah.
It depends on how you want to play it.
I think by raw it doesn't, but it's up to the GM.
Right.
Essentially, this is just determining your path. And
Oh, good. We're going back to the came, aren't we?
I
No,
do
not
not
quite.
know where we are going.
but
She wanders
Thyra,
into the stink.
Thyra, do you know where we're going? Of course.
okay. Alright, give me 1 second.
Sorry, I thought you
Alright,
meant for
so this-
everybody to roll survival. That's why I went ahead and did it.
Alright, you know what? That was rather unfair. I will let you elect someone and imply any other thing you want to add, rather than just... Because I didn't say the rule, it's sort of unfair to punish you for that.
Okay, who is the actual survivalist of our
I
group?
have a
Who
plus
actually
5.
spends time in...
Oh, I have plus
Survival
4.
is not a great skill for me.
Nor me.
I have plus 5 and I'm a mercenary, but I don't know if...
You just
Well-
made the roll, though, too.
Yeah, I did just make the roll, so...
I have a plus 4.
I have a plus 3.
Am I really the highest one?
Apparently.
Do you want me to roll again?
Oh wait, I've got a 6.
Okay,
So
you should do it.
Oh. And you know the forest.
plus 4. 22.
Alright, that's not a natural one.
You're correct.
It's not complete
Your
horseshit.
your eyes are working.
Yeah, Sakam just
Okay.
sees Thyra start walking toward the stink bomb and just grabs her before she gets too close.
Yeah.
We can assume that this is because Twitchy actually knows these wolves. She's been here
Why are
before.
you grabbing me
That-
by the horn?
That will be the last mercy I offer you. Anyway,
Noted.
Until we can talk into some more.
yep. So, Thyra begins to wander off and is
Which it-
quickly stopped.
Yes. A very insistent Naga stops her.
2 of them
Alright.
do,
We
apparently.
don't want to go that way.
Ah,
You familiar with these woods?
Unfortunately,
What's up
Oh,
with
I
the
don't-
eyes?
although I don't know very much about the context, because all I was told about was the eyes when the game master created my character. Blood Mage, details.
Make a history or religion check.
Historian.
Jeez.
I don't think I need the D4 for that.
Holy fuck.
D4. D4. D4.
All right, fine.
Well, It's if you rolled a
Yeah.
26, it would have been important. No, it doesn't change anything.
No, it's too high. You fail.
Yeah.
You
Uh,
recall so much useless trivia that you forget the point.
You look at one.
Look, I've got a +7 in this. I'm gonna roll that.
You look into one of the eyes and you realize it's your own. So
Wouldn't be the first time. Anyway,
what
you
is this
have
curse?
heard. You have heard that this part of the forest. You heard it from one other traveler who was just sort of a solo explorer type guy. He's dead now, but you did learn that he came here once, and he had a really hard time finding his way back out of the forest. And he did mention that he saw hags more than once throughout this forest. And it seems like hags roam this place and use some
What-
sort of enchantment to keep people lost.
what do I roll to know what would be an appropriate offering or gift to ensure the hags have some favor towards us, or at least not to piss them off? Assuming that's even a thing that is possible.
Well, you can make inferences from what I say as you wish. The explorer never chatted with these hags because they were hags and he was one guy. But you do see a lot of eyes hanging around.
I see where you're going with that. Well, I know this place from a
Oh,
traveler.
sorry. One more thing. Hags are not spirits.
I gathered that much.
I just wanted to make that clear. They are not
They-
beholden to the same rules.
They're usually either giants or fae of some sort. Well, we do not want to go that way. We need to make sure that we don't get lost. This is a hag forest. Unless any of you are keen on losing an eye, we're on our own.
Could I make an Arcana check? to understand the
So
enchantment.
get lost as in get separated from each other?
Worse. Lost as in never leave.
Very
And
good.
tying rope wouldn't probably work.
All right. What was your question, Nicholas?
Could I make an Arcana check to kind of understand the enchantments, possibly?
I'm gonna say that you do not have enough information to work with to understand exactly how it works. Only that it's meant to keep people lost. How it does so, or how to counter it, you don't have enough information to draw that conclusion.
Understood.
Why
Before I say
didn't we
this-
roll a warlock?
And before I say this, let's just assume anytime Sakam says Twitchy, he's actually saying her actual name.
Would you know her actual name? Have you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Would you?
Oh, I
know?
thought you would. I thought you just didn't tell people that because they can't pronounce it. But he'd be able to, I'd imagine.
Yeah, but you never asked.
Oh well, I just assumed that from when they were traveling, they forced.
The first thing that you did to her was offer her drugs.
That was on day
I thought-
Hey,
four.
you don't
I thought
ask
we
your
knew
drug
each
dealers'
other
names. You don't ask your
first.
drug dealers'
I don't know. I thought
names.
we discussed.
We never discussed
Whatever.
if our characters really know each other or not.
All
I
right.
thought we did. Well, whatever. Anyway, what was I going to say now?
So-
Go on,
all right.
Bloodmage.
Okay. So, even though this rain is a huge damper on you, you look to the sky, empty as it is, except for the clouds and the moonlight behind it. You are able to distinguish from the colors of the light which moons are behind the clouds, and you can accurately make a map in your mind to that would put you on the same direction to get to the forward outpost, which is at this point probably the closer place between the entrance and the outpost. And so you continue that way for most of the night until you eventually come upon a bit more of a craggy area and you hear stone beneath your feet. And you see just ahead of you, the tree line starts to thin out.
Well, that's promising.
That's what you can see from your current position.
Also, Bloodmage, I'm starting to see why my game reminded you of this game.
Should I scout ahead since I can probably take whatever bad thing might be there?
That would be wise.
Okay. I start walking towards the clearing.
All right. The moment you get past the tree line, rain stops hitting you, and you feel warmer. You look
I
down.
want to go there too.
You look down. Floor is dry, and then you don't have dark vision, so you're blind.
Oh,
But you do hear. 1 second.
Can I say
I'm
that I
going
went
to-
with him?
Get the cat.
Well, let Bloodmage what he's going to do first.
Yeah.
The rain is very low now because it doesn't seem to be hitting you anymore. But you actually do hear at least the piano part of this.
Concern.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
and I can't see anything.
Nope, Mr. Human, you can't see anything.
Oh no, we're hearing royalty-free music.
The whole.
Can I attempt something actually?
Is this loud for anyone?
We can
I can hear
That's
it.
I
perfect.
can do it.
All right,
Okay.
good enough.
Nice.
And sorry, I'm still cleaning up tea.
What do you guys do?
Can I attempt something?
You can certainly try.
So, I have the cantrip. Crap, what was it called? I have the cantrip, Shocking Grasp. Could I use Shocking Grasp on my greatsword to light it up with electricity to be able to see a little bit?
For an instant, maybe.
That's all it'll take. For a moment.
Okay.
What's my other cantrip?
Are you grabbing the sword?
I'm holding the sword and I'll just. I'm holding
Actually, you
it
know
at the.
What are you trying to do? What are
I
you trying to
have
do?
the power!
Flash my sword with electricity to be able to see for a moment around my surroundings.
You feel a very slim hand on your back as Twitch is just like, okay, just do it. Don't kill me.
Okay. I will let you make a perception check without disadvantage.
Okay.
And since the electricity is coming from you, you don't electrocute yourself.
Yep. Complete circuit. Perception. I have no bonuses. 10.
Oh, jeez.
That is enough, as in this instant, you look up,
Plus,
try and get
well,
the bearing.
okay.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, roll the d4.
Me or Jack?
He already did, didn't he? The 3?
Rory
was that
D4.
No, that was last one, right?
That was me.
Okay, so 13.
Yeah.
All right. You see that
Sure.
just in front of you, with a quick view of your surroundings, you seem to be in a bit of a ruin. And as your head turns to the left, you see there's a bit of water, and there's a fountain. And it nearly makes you shit yourself as you see a multi-headed serpent almost lurching out in your direction as if to bite, yet there's just water dripping out of its mouth into this fountain.
Brother.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Frog.
Oh, that was a statue. Oh my god. Oh.
You can make a nature check if you want to know what it is, or you can assume as you please.
Will you allow history or arcana instead, or no?
Not Arcana, no.
History?
Yes.
Okay. 22.
Neat Hydra, bro. Shame it's petrified.
Wait, petrified? Oh, turn around. No. Twitchy, we should go back to the group real quick.
Agreed. Could we make camp till morning?
Let's ask the group real quick, because I think there might be something that turns things to stone in the area.
Exactly. We're between a rock and a hard place. Literally, we should get out of here.
Yeah. Turn around and rejoin the group back in the rain.
The music did stop. But you rejoin your group in the rain.
So, did our characters hear that music in character, or was that for our
Yes.
benefit? Oh.
Oh.
Okay,
heard
I
that
did not
from
pick
them.
up on that.
So, good news and bad news. Good news. In that area, it's nice and warm and there's no rain.
Are you kidding me? Fuck off.
Bad news. Something's turning things to stone and there's a petrified hydra.
What a very, very good sculpture.
I'm pretty...
It has been
Yeah.
turned into a fountain.
Yeah. So, what do you guys
fascinating.
want to do?
God damn, I just got an idea for a character I want to run now. Fuck.
Next time.
Yeah, probably not go in there.
It would probably be better to get out of the rain, though. We can probably keep an eye on the Hydra statue if it is indeed a statue.
Was there anything else of note that you could see inside?
It was only for a moment, so not much. Oh my god.
Jack, I think they did that in Percy Jackson.
Sorry, got just really strong character idea in my head. Continue.
No, man, it's good. I'm content.
Well, I'm not standing out here in the rain for one.
It would be hard to give our gentleman here medical attention that he needs, in the rain.
That's true. We should. All right, fine. We should go, I guess.
As long as the ones
I
with
do
dark
have
vision
a
keep
tent.
watch.
Stay within the very edge of the the effect.
Hey, Bloodmage, I have a question.
Hey. Yeah, buddy.
Can Eldritch Knights cast spells as rituals or no?
Yeah, actually, fuck. I
If,
actually
if it's a ritual spell.
I have two that are rituals, one of which would be very useful in this situation.
What do I have
I
for
think-
rituals?
I think to cast spells as rituals, unless you're a wizard, or I think
A
unless your
cleric?
class- if your class gives you the ability to cast spells at rituals, you can do it. Unless if not, you need the ritual caster feat.
Yes!
Okay.
Detect
I'm
magic.
gonna cast this as a ritual.
Detect magic.
All right.
All right. Okay, so we're going inside and setting up a tent then.
Guess
Alright.
so.
Also,
Cast-
wait a minute. The tiefling. Before we do that, so I forgot about the ritual casting entirely. I
Ritual
would
casting
cast.
take-
Huh? What?
What's that?
Ritual casting takes 10 minutes plus the casting time of the spell.
Okay.
John's on repose. He's not dead yet.
Yeah,
No,
he's
and
not dead.
we're gonna make sure. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a corpse. Fuck. I thought there was a.
If
thought
you
something
have
else.
ceremony prepared, Jack, then that'll be what you're wanting.
None of us have anything prepared. Remember, we lost our spells.
Well, you just don't have spell slots.
Right.
You can ritual cast, you just
You
can't
can
cast.
You can ritual as long as you please.
Right. Well, if the group is up for it, I will ritual cast detect magic.
All right.
Before you do that, maybe you should, use the healing kit to do what you did for us.
I'll,
Maybe better
Didn't
this
I-
time, though.
I'll detect magic while you heal him.
Blood Mage specifically said that he needed surgery. I don't think a healing kit's going to come. No pun intended.
Checks will be required.
So we're setting up camp here.
Like she'll burn a healing kit if that'll stabilize the guy
It
more.
will
but-
definitely help.
well, then sure. I guess Blood Mage roll 1d6 plus 4.
All right. If I roll a 1, we have problems. I rolled a 2.
Plus 6. He is less
So
dead.
6. All right. He's still unconscious, but he is doing better.
Look, as long as he's not bleeding out, we're good.
Yeah. He's not exsanguinating. And your detect magic, you look in the direction of that Hydra statue, and I don't think there's any magic.
I don't believe that. I'm gonna wait. How long can I push that for?
10 minutes.
Duration.
I
She
This-
is going to slowly walk towards the fountain, like just eyes wide and looking into whatever form of magic you have in this setting. Like doing her best not to miss anything.
now this is
And by walk, I mean slither, but whatever.
this is just one of the limitations of the system where I don't know if a petrified creature is naturally a statue or if it gives off magic.
I think at that point it's just a statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
If-
That's why I'm
I think
saying
if it would have died naturally at that point, then it's just straight up gone.
Anyway, I'm gonna err on the side that you do not see any magic from the statue.
Well, I'm not just looking at the statue, but the rest of the area, like the weird music we're hearing. Rain just stopped in this area.
Yep. Oh, you look around, and as soon as you enter the threshold, there is a bit of you do see a bit of a abjuration magic go up and over and out of your line of sight for detect magic, but you assume it continues up because the rain's not dropping on you.
I suppose that wasn't a surprise. Definitely a magic bubble here. She
All right.
passes that on to the others.
Uh,
What else
are you guys
should
being
I-
quiet because you're talking quite a bit?
I'm being very quiet.
She'd be hushed. I mean,
All right.
she's
yeah.
naturally very quiet anyway because of her lips. She doesn't. She kind of speaks in a loud whisper at best.
All right. Good to know. The music has not resumed.
Oh wait a minute.
Wait, and character's not resumed?
No,
I
it would be
will.
playing.
Okay.
Oh, you want to do some augury?
I think so. What does this do
All right.
exactly?
I keep forgetting I have that spell. It's a
It's a
divination.
very good spell.
Oh yeah, Whale of Woe.
You're rolling the bones.
I remember I did this once and then was promptly hit by a whole person.
Funny that.
All right, so what is the course of action you want to take within the next 30 minutes?
Cross through and find the way. Like, all right. Before she does this, like, I imagine we're all like, okay, so this is what's going through my head. Everyone can fact check me if this is wrong. Twitchy goes through, discerns that there is a bubble and that the Hydra is not magical. Goes back to them, reports her findings, and then suggests using augury to try to figure out what to do next, to find their path through the forest and try to get back to where they're to safety. Is that too vague?
So basically, should we press on or camp here?
Essentially, yes. What would be the best option? Use this as a safe place or keep pushing forward?
Well,
Uh, so to figure out, you're essentially wanting to know if this is a safe place to be.
Or if I don't know how far I can push this spell.
It's-
Of course, of action for the next 30 minutes. Yes, camping here. Because that'll answer everything we need to know.
All right. Camping here, you get the Omen of Wheel.
All right. It should be safe to camp here for now. We can rest, recover, and move on.
Oh, thank
While Twitchy was
goodness.
doing all that, Sakam was taking note of any potential tools they would have to cut this lad open with. So we have some medical kits. But makes sense, probably not the best thing for it. He has a dagger.
Just out of genuine curiosity, what is your medicine score?
My medicine score? I think it's a 4.
Mine's an 8. Maybe.
Yeah,
I should
we both outrank you.
By the way,
Sorry.
guys,
Yeah. When does that come back specifically? Because the instant it does, she's ritual casting detect magic.
it starts back up about a minute after you are whispering and casting augury.
So you have to keep with the augury.
I'll.
Wait,
No, augury is done.
Oh, okay.
she's gonna ritual cast silence on all of us
You, okay.
and see if that kills if that stops the music.
We're
We
definitely
wouldn't be able to
inside
hear at
it.
that point.
It does.
We can't hear each
I?
other.
Oh, can't.
You
Fuck,
can't
right.
hear each other. You can't
God
hear
damn it! I forgot about that part. Ignore me.
All right. You guys have dark vision. A few of you have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me just see one thing.
And I'm gonna see if I can go closer to wherever the sound's coming from. Both my weapons are out.
Man, this is great, guys. I'm having a good time. All right. Your weapons are out?
Yeah.
Actually, okay. As you get forward, you see there is a bridge in front of you that the fountain kind of flows under,
Mm-hmm.
and it leads to another path that kind of splits off in two directions. One goes up
Wait
some
a minute.
stairs and goes a bit beyond your vision due to the height. And to the left, you actually do see a hooded figure sitting over a piano.
Oh,
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna stow the moonlight blade, the one that's giving off the light. I'm gonna retract it and put it in my belt and just keep the other one out.
Okay. I want you to make a perception check as you look that location because you are close enough.
I'm gonna die. 11.
11? Okay, you just see the figure.
Who else has dark vision?
I do.
Did you
I
see me
do.
go up there?
Thyra, Tira,
Yeah.
right? Tira is still within sight of you with dark vision.
I motion with my hand towards whichever one of them can see me, but I don't look away from the figure.
I approach.
I also approach.
Point with my sword at the person at the piano.
Alright, perception check.
Sure, go ahead.
She's not saying a word, she's just like...
You notice two things. Okay, go ahead.
Come on.
And I'm still semi-translucent, by the way.
Did you roll as them?
No, just being cocked by roll 20.
All right. 13. So you notice this first part as well, Alicia. This person on the piano is very comfortable. Doesn't seem to have any sort of stress about them. And with that roll, you can probably say they don't even know you're here. However, Dishwasher with a 20, you see them kind of looking not at the piano, but off to the bushes that are next to them. And you can see there's something big over there.
Like the dogs.
It has feathers, it is laying down, and it is pretty big.
I gesture towards it for my two companions.
All right. The two of you actually do manage to see its form. Now, it's pointed out, you cannot really identify it because it's sitting amidst the foliage. But you do know there are two creatures, not just one.
Oh, good.
Now, I'm going to ask the blind crew, what are you doing?
I guess waiting for our scouts to come back. Twitchy will be doing whatever she can to patch up the wounded more. So, none of my healing spells can be cast ritually, can they?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
Yeah.
If you want to start actually patching the tiefling up proper, you can make a medicine check with advantage from anyone that wants to assist you.
So I guess sounds like magical healing
Can I
is not
assist from
the
far
answer
away?
now anyway.
No,
Uh,
unfortunately not.
Lith is going back to the
All right.
others.
I'll roll medicine. Anybody want to assist?
Yes.
All right.
Nicholas is on the verge of falling asleep.
Good thing.
Oh god.
So 22. It looks like.
You don't kill him. But you get in the wound and you start patching up parts that would have healed incorrectly with magic, and that probably would have resulted in death if left untreated.
Oof.
So it'll take some time, but this guy will probably be all right. What is everyone else doing?
Trying not to fall
I'm
asleep.
going back to the as you call them, blind crew.
Okay.
Being grumpy because now we can't have his valuables.
Oh, love it.
So just say when I'm over there.
You're there.
I kind of just to get everyone's attention, and then speak in a very hushed voice. There is someone hooded playing the piano, and some very large, probably sleeping feathered creatures here.
Hell.
Could I roll a history check on hearing that for what
Yes.
that could be?
Anyone can.
I think I'm proficient at that. I am not.
I am not, but I'll roll.
Could I roll?
Nope, no clue.
Jesus.
Rune, is anybody can roll this one you said?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Might as well, I guess.
Big blood.
Oh!
Big blood.
I know more than I thought I did. I got 2. Holy shit.
All right.
Twin 19s.
For those of you that got a 15 and above, you recall the information, having been through this forest at least once, that large scaled creatures sometimes roam around called dinosaurs, and
Oh my fucking God.
something fitting this size and also being feathered twitchy. You are familiar with the term Tyrannosaurus?
So Augury is a piece of shit.
Hey, it said real.
Yeah, positive outcome. Presumably for me.
For the next 30 minutes.
It just gets
So
stupidly
this place
excited.
might be filled with holy shitosaurus.
But did you see there was a bridge between us?
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have someone playing the piano and 2 potentially sleeping tyrannosaurs.
Speaking of the piano, could I roll, I don't know, performance or something to know something about the music being played?
Well, that's a good idea.
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
you know immediately.
Fuck.
It's a lullaby.
Oh.
Okay. Thought
We
so.
do not want to interrupt that.
Note to
I
self, don't
share
round.
this with the class.
Oh, well then.
Note to self, don't roundhouse kick the pianist.
I'm still up there with the pianist watching them and I guess the fucking dinosaurs.
Thinking I'm gonna get that pianist.
And since this much time has passed, piano stop.
What do the
Time.
You see the person get up, look content, and just start walking towards the fountain.
I'm
that
gonna
time-
become as the wall.
In that time, do we get a short rest or not? Or no?
Where is he
I don't think
walking?
you.
Okay.
You know what? At this point, I think I may as well just show you.
Okay.
Oh god, we've got a
Oh
map.
god.
Oh, jeez.
Maps do not always mean combat. I'm just gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
No, but they
I'm
always mean
still-
challenges.
I'm still like, even though I'm like mostly invisible anyway, I'm gonna like jump into whatever alcove I can so he doesn't like immediately walk past me.
Into the
Looks-
bush.
Give me
Looks
1
menacing.
second. It is going to be completely black at first. I'm going to reveal areas to you. All right. I just need to get the gauge of the dark vision. All right.
60 feet.
Let's see, how far do you go? Oh, you go a good distance. Alrighty. Reveal area. You see that? And you see this person just starting to walk down over this way.
We can't move our
And-
tokens.
God damn! I'm so sorry, guys.
It's fine.
It's okay.
Actually,
it's okay.
if we drag them on there, we can move them.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, you forgot you can drag your own tokens.
Yeah, but
Oh.
you need some of your tokens are not.
So
Yeah, that's the thing. Who am I on? with
Bathroom break for anybody who needs it. Well,
I'm-
Black
I'm-
Mage takes
yeah.
care of it.
I'm over here.
now? Sorry, I did that, guys.
It's okay. Trust
Watching
me.
that
Trust me. Roll 20 requires a lot more upkeep, prep work than you might expect.
Yeah,
It's
it requires
weird.
a lot of work.
Controlled by L. No, don't control by all players. Come on now. All right, there's the snake.
I mean, that would be simplest, but
You know what? It would be. Let's do that.
I think we can trust each other not to move each other into danger.
I'm gonna throw Twitchy into the water. No, I'm kidding.
Do not fuck with your white mage.
I'm also the white mage.
I am the whiter white mage.
I am the whitest white mage.
I'm a white mage
That's
that has never seen the
racist.
There
sun.
can only be one.
You're a grave cleric. I'm a life cleric. Okay, we have a priority
Nah,
here.
I'm a
I'm a
Tempest
gray
cleric.
morality white mage.
I'm the lightning
Alright,
Gray
cleric.
mage.
You should all be
Whatever.
removed.
More so then.
I'm the danger cleric.
Also, I have this little thing called the healer feat.
I'm the lightning. I'm the danger cleric.
Danger noodle.
Yeah, I'm the danger elf.
Actually,
Alright.
having heard the music, could I basically try to replicate it with my flute?
Yes, you could. Good
Do
night. Sorry.
It's time for the
regret
Tutti
that.
lullaby.
Sorry, I meant to mute myself, but I missed the button.
That's just the person saying goodnight to the T-Rexes. It's okay.
Yeah, it is now. I'm gonna say it was a man's voice.
Interesting.
This token that I'm putting on right here next to Doctor is just the tiefling.
Okay.
All right. What do y'all wish to
Excuse me.
do?
We all back yet?
I'm as the bush.
Yeah,
I'm
are we
here.
missing anyone?
I mean,
Shit.
Red snake
Alright,
sitting by.
here.
From where you are, Shira, you can actually see up the staircase.
Okay.
You see there is a statue of a satyr sitting sideways on a chair with a goblet outstretched and a lute on his knee.
Okay. Shit.
It's alright. About half of us are sick.
That's not. That wasn't the sinus infection. Actually, that was
She's
me.
choking.
That was me deciding that I'm gonna attempt to change from breathing oxygen to breathing lemonade.
Ow.
Lovely.
Oof. Oh, that would hurt.
Burns.
Oh,
That in the nasal cavity, that'd be nasty.
it burns so bad in my lungs.
Oh. Oh no.
What's the worst of that street?
Hey, now you know how Twitchy feels.
Oh my god. Oh, that's dark.
Alright. At this point with dark vision,
Yep.
you don't see colors, so never mind. but you will be able to see that this person that's walking around, when they turned around and walked downwards, you couldn't see their eyes because they've wrapped bandages around
What? Was that just me, or since I'm the only one up here?
them. I don't know. This person walked in your direction, so anyone with dark vision would have been able to see it.
Not the snakes, then.
I'm sorry, but it's dark right now.
I don't think anyone's going to out perception the elf, but I could be wrong.
All right. What do you guys wish to do?
We have somebody back at camp who can see them now.
I'm sorry? What was that?
Can Dishwasher's characters see the person coming by?
Yeah, they were walking towards you, and they stopped where they are on the map, and now they're just sitting at the edge of the fountain.
I'm probably gonna do something really stupid.
I'm gonna relay it back to the team. I'm sorry, I'm starting to feel a bit tired.
I'm sorry, European friend.
Again, I'm the one who agreed to this. I'm just saying if I'm not really 100% there, that's why.
That's all right.
How far out can those? How far out can those of us who don't have dark vision see?
I'm
Anything?
gonna say you can see probably just across the bridge.
So about that far?
Not quite, about 10 feet back. Yeah, about midway across the bridge.
Okay.
So, does anyone want to talk to the weird piano man?
Are you relaying what you're seeing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why you get.
Is he hostile?
He hasn't done anything hostile yet.
Can we ask him?
I'm not with you guys. I was like, I'll step out and talk to him. But the elf that kind of looks like a ghost right now is probably not the greatest idea to talk to this guy.
You can do whatever you want, Ori.
If you need help, I can back you up, but I'm not good at talking.
Does anything that's been described by the party sound like any kind of shrine or religious icon?
What the hell? My notes just came up by themselves. Anyway.
Psychic notes.
Yeah. I don't... There is something, but Thyra would not have been able to relate to just yet.
All right.
Well then.
I'm out of ideas. I'm just keeping the tiefling alive.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go here.
Will you move?
Go ahead, Tiki.
I was gonna say, the second one probably actually turn to Lith and say, "Oh, all right. Maybe you should report back to Leisha if you can find her and let her know that, like what we know about the lullaby."
Him, right?
Him? I've got characters confused. Not Leisha, Thera.
Oh, okay.
The ones over here. Sorry. Ari's token is kind of like Ez's avatar, so.
Do I get the sense that he's not aggressive or maybe kind of friendly? I don't know. Is the way to word that.
Make an insight check.
I have an 8 to that. 17.
Okay.
+5 or plus. Oh wait, no, you're nowhere near us. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, I Homer Simpson.
What
I
the
Homer
hell?
Simpsoned into the bushes when he started moving.
Yeah. Just watching this person's body language as they walk, they seem pretty passive and
Okay.
not really. There isn't much aggression in the way they walk.
Okay. I'm stuck.
Whoop.
Are you coming over to me?
I'm gonna be there as potential backup.
Okay, I'm gonna just step up to like here, and with my -3 charisma,
How do you have a -3?
because I rolled a 5.
You have worse charisma than I do.
Maybe you should let the character with actual charisma talk
What?
to him.
What are you gonna do?
Oi there, you
Right.
cheeky cunt.
Not that.
I'm gonna Scottish
Alright.
Twitter this shit real quick. No.
All right. In all seriousness, we spent 4 days together. We would have a sense of who's got the best words, who has the
Yeah.
best words here,
She's.
who's got the best charisma modifier.
I'm going with the bard.
Obviously
I
not
have-
me.
Probably me.
Okay,
I have-
Cat, you're up.
I mean, I have +4 charisma,
Cat, you're up.
and I have higher persuasion. But yeah, okay,
you're up.
I'm going.
And I'm guessing Twitchy gives her him a good pat in the back as he goes by.
I'm
Please
proficient.
don't touch me, Snick.
I am proficient in persuasion, but it brings me up to 0.
So, Leisha, it's been a day. You got covered in rain. That tiefling is dead. You don't get his stuff, and now you're being
Yeah, I
told to go
hate
represent the
everything,
party.
basically.
I'll give
What a
you
day.
a coin.
But
If you do
but
this.
this is a person who knows how to play good music, so I can appreciate that. At
Okay,
least
that is true.
that's one good thing in a very shitty day overall.
All right, what do you do?
I greet them with a hello and tell them that that was a very well played piece of music that they
Blood
just
Mage?
played.
Yes.
I would like to prepare an action.
Okay.
If he does anything hostile, I want to. If he looks like he's gonna attack our lovely little cat, then I'm gonna run up and attack him.
Yeah,
enough.
I'll be ready to do something as well if he does anything fishy.
All right. This person is a little surprised by your voice, but then turns around and looks in your direction, doesn't see you because their eyes are blocked. Says, "Oh, hello, is someone there? Thank you for the compliment. I was not expecting visitors." This person stands up. What are you? I can't see.
Well, that sounds suspicious, but it's okay. I move slightly closer and say, over here. Can you see me now?
No, I can't. As you can see, I have these bandages over my eyes.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's for the best.
Oh.
That's concerning.
It is.
Oh, the shoe just dropped for me.
May I ask what happened?
Oh shit, I know. Oh,
Yeah.
I made some bad decisions in the past, and I am paying for them.
I see.
I want you to make you are this close. I want you to make a perception check.
just him, or
You are close enough as well.
nope.
Tira, you don't see shit.
I'm focused on this bush.
All right.
That's a nice
Can I,
bush.
can I make a perception as well?
I'm gonna say no. You're a little far.
Right, fair enough.
Leisha, as this person is speaking to you, you actually do see inside the interior of their hood, they do not have hair. They have snakes.
Yeah.
I see.
Today's got a theme, huh?
Yeah.
Snake.
It gets worse for you all the time.
This
The
is
best
really
day
not
ever.
my day.
So this is my fountain, and I'm its caretaker. If you are in need, you are welcome to stay here.
That would be welcome. I'm very weary and could use some rest.
Might I ask what happened to you? You seem a little haggard.
Yes, well, I'm not actually sure what happened. It was all quite mysterious. But I found myself tired when I woke up.
Where?
Nearby.
That seems strange, though. If you are in need of rest,
I
you are
could
welcome
tell
here.
you where I woke up if you could tell me where this is.
Certainly. This is a fountain to a lost civilization that used to be quite in power here, though it's empty now, and I am its caretaker. There's not really much around other than this.
I see. Can I go consult with the class? Because I
Sure.
don't know what the fuck to ask him.
Sure, you can do whatever you want, but
Okay, I run back real quick and consult the class.
this person hears your footsteps go away, and Tira, you can hear them. You can see their face go a little sad.
I am still here, Mr. Man with the snake hair. Do I know what he is?
Tira didn't see the snake hair, actually.
No,
So,
didn't
any
see the snake
ideas?
hair.
Oh, I did not say that. Mr. Man with blindfold eyes.
It's nice to see you. Did I offend your friend?
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know that you can see. Never mind. No, I don't think you did offend them. No, they have questions to ask the bridge. They have to ask
They
the
went
bridge
to
questions.
pee. Just tell him he went to pee.
They speak with the rocks, and the rocks need to be consulted.
Make a deception check.
I speak to the rocks and they say, use a bitch.
What's great is neither of those are not ones.
This is just staring at this with a blank neutral expression.
Why are you lying?
I rolled a natural 0 on telling this person that my friend needs to consult the rocks.
So I take it there's more of you then.
Yes.
Can I hear this?
Yes, can we hear the -3 charisma?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's move the class up into the classroom.
Let's move
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
have to lie because of me?
please breathe. As
Sitcom is gonna take our tiefling friend, by the way. He's gonna pick up tiefling
I
friend.
am not a tiefling.
Not you.
Ooh, the injured one.
I am an elf.
Bloodmage, can I make an Arcana check for in-game to see if I know what he is?
Yes.
While he's doing that, Twitchy's try her best to relay what
14, is that enough? Do I have enough context clues to in-character?
You have enough context clues. This is part of it. This is part of a species known as the Medusa.
Yep, okay.
I apologize to the pianist for disappearing and explained that I had some friends and I wanted to introduce them.
Okay.
Well,
I am sorry, I do not do well in social situations at all. I am a soldier first and a conversationalist second.
and
I
Twitchy
never would have guessed, dear friend.
Nicholas
Mine-
hats
my-
tied around the shoulder.
My name is Percival. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Hello.
and Twitchy just basically for the sake of brevity relay what happened this night to him.
Yes, and
Okay.
for the sake of brevity, this person is shocked to hear at your venture, but is able to tell you something about it. Uh, in this part of the forest, you already know about the hag's forest part of it. This person does relay to you that these hags employ a sibling pair of ogres to usually grab people and essentially take them away for their bidding.
Oh, ogres.
Calls
Well,
them the Grisham siblings.
That provides a lot of context.
And yet they are surprised because, from the sounds of it, you seem like well-to-do individuals, easily capable of taking down some ogres.
Honestly,
Well,
I thought they were Onis. I'm not gonna lie.
We probably would have been if we weren't, I don't know, hung up through multiple hooks.
I was chained up in a cage.
They got the drop on us.
Again.
You're still hung up on that?
Nicholas, make an intelligence.
I get it.
Intelligence check?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Oh boy, okay.
They went to consult
Check
the
and not a
rocks.
save, right?
With advantage.
With
We
advantage?
don't-
Okay.
We don't know what they
my
used to knock us out.
You know what? That's I'm gonna say you didn't need a high DC because
You
you're
also get-
already
Oh,
in that
yeah.
line of thinking. What you experienced more so matches what you think it was rather than what this person thinks it was.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't think they were ogres.
They did also use a spell of some sort to knock us out. Hold.
Well,
They seemed
I
like our
thought-
magic items.
is it safe to assume I fought an ogre like before? At least heard of ogres?
Absolutely.
Yeah. These were not ogres. I got a very good look at one of their faces, and they had horns, fangs with yellow teeth, green bloodshot eyes. Honestly, they sounded more like a legend that I heard in childhood. Stories like that.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if a hag was able to modify its body in some way.
Oh, more pertinent question. Do you have any operation tables, as one of our friends is kind of bleeding out?
He's not
Oh God!
bleeding out, is he?
He's stable, mostly.
Yeah, I've
Stable-ish.
Yes,
He'll
I
survive.
have a bed, absolutely, and they take you over to presumably their bed. It's like, yes, just here. And you are able to tell, despite the bandages around this person's eyes, they navigate this place flawlessly.
Do you mind if I ask you what you are? I think I have an idea. I just want to confirm with you.
I am what you would call, I'm a cursed being called the Medusa.
So I was right. I'm assuming you can see so well because of the snakes, right?
Not really. I've just grown accustomed to this place.
Well, as it turned out, we can't see very well in the dark either, and I am a snake.
I didn't notice.
I didn't think you had.
I am an elf.
I
As
did not notice.
Contrary to
I'm
popular
sorry.
belief.
Nobody cares.
At this point, we do it just to annoy you.
It is important that I am not connotated as something demonic, okay?
Don't
I
you
thought they
worry,
were made of
keep your
devils.
little head.
Well, if you all need to rest here, you are free to do so. There's also the statue to the... Fuck, what was its name? Oh my god, I need my notes. My
Hydra.
mind just went blank. Oh my god, don't do this to me.
The satyr?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a shrine to the satyr just up there if you want to make yourself comfortable.
Okay. What about the two big dinosaur things, bird things, not dinosaurs, because you don't know what that is. The bird things that
Yeah.
you have up there.
Murder birds.
But
Oh,
The
you mean
birds.
Goldilocks?
The what? What's the Goldilocks? It's the bird.
I love it.
It feels fuzzy to me.
Okay.
Yes, he's just sleeping just over there. He can't
But
sleep without
there
a
are
lullaby. He
two,
gets
are there
cranky.
not?
There is just one, and you do see a feathered T-Rex, just sleeping near the piano.
Is it friendly?
Yes.
Okay.
alright, what's going on for me?
Wheels
long
are
as
turning
you-
in Tira's head right now.
Yep.
Someone must.
I
Stop
mean, out
this.
of character, I have heard that T-Rexes are actually. Some people think they were more like scavengers, naturally hunters.
Yeah. They were just big and intimidating and scared off other prey and then took their food.
There's one paleontologist that still believes. The rest of the field does not believe that anymore.
Mm.
Jack Horner is not treated very seriously anymore.
All right. But you are free to camp here should you wish. If there's anything else you wish to do in this place, please tell me.
What do we know
Heal
about this
everyone
whole-
and get. Oh,
What we
During
know
this,
about the whole satyr thing?
You can make a religion check.
All right.
Okay.
during this conversation, I think Lith would just have set up a tent.
I think you're the only one that rolled any nat ones, Ari.
Multiple
God.
times.
No.
No, I rolled a nat 1 once.
I
That's
rolled a
true,
0.
yes.
I win. Okay. I win.
if this counts as a rest, Twitchy is going to be doing everything she can. Spells back and to heal up everybody to full.
All right.
I'm gonna
So-
restore my spell slots.
Tira,
Yeah.
fucking hedonist.
I mean. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. You don't have no idea. And Sakal,
Yeah.
it's a statue holding a goblet, looking pretty nice. Pretty content with himself.
That looks pretty nice. Nice statuary.
Okay.
Ooh, I know. Twitchy.
Hmm?
You like gods and stuff. What's this?
You like gods and stuff. It's like going up to your friend. You like anime, right? Holds up elf and lead.
Rolling for offense taken.
You can't just
Like-
ask people why they're white. There, I got my Mean Girls referencing, okay?
At a glance, does this have any religious significance whatsoever, or is it just a petrified hydra?
The Hydra? No.
Let's talk about
The
this thing here.
The Satyr? Yes. You would, just by someone who tends to shrines, you would know.
Do I even
The
need to roll with
24. I mean, do you want to rub it in my face?
I rolled less than 25.
When you ask it that way,
Oh, God.
26.
Hey, that brings you above a 25. That's a new threshold.
I couldn't,
you
there was
know-
no way I couldn't have hit over 25.
So I'm going to say you probably have seen and used one of these things before. Shrines to the satyrs are mostly shrines to a musical guardian, and what they do is if you fill their goblet to the brim with alcohol, you gain the satyr's blessing. And with a 25, I'm going to tell you exactly what that blessing does. Until you have it until you decide to use it, but once you do, for 1 minute, you are under the effect of a bless spell.
And if it lasts for more than 4 hours, see a doctor.
Oh, gods, it's literally no.
It's a satyr, okay? That's what they have.
Yeah.
The god of the satyrs is called Priapus for a reason, alright?
The only caveat is when you do activate the blessing, it actually shows up next to you and plays music for that 1 minute.
Okay.
Fey
A
fuckery.
spectral image of it, but yeah.
Alright, she's gonna pass that on, although she's not gonna seem too enthusiastic.
Well, I don't really.
Okay.
Just
Carry
a little bit,
anything
I
like
should
that.
roll alcohol.
I can cast, bless normally, so. Speaking of which, do we get our spells back?
If you take a long rest here, you will.
First.
Speaking of
Alright.
long rest,
Yeah.
Lith walks up to the group. So I put up a tent if anyone needs a place to nap.
Resting.
I'm
I
already
do
passed
not
out.
sleep, so I will just stand here against the wall and keep watch. Yes.
Okay.
I find a crack in the rocks somewhere, like a really tight spot, and nap in there.
I mean, I'll do the trance thing later, or like at some point during the rest.
All right. If everyone's going to sleep, but you are not, Tira, as night carries on, I want you to roll a perception check. You have no
Oh.
disadvantage this time.
I was actually gonna ask one last thing. Can I fall
Wait.
asleep with T-Rex or no?
Who makes a perception check?
Tira, since she is staying awake.
I'm an
Okay.
elf. I don't sleep.
All right, if you want to sleep to the next of the T-Rex, Percival says, that might be a bad idea. I don't
Fair enough, I
know.
won't. Oh, he doesn't know? Yeah, close enough.
Okay.
Thank you, Penny.
That may not be the good
Whoops,
idea.
shit. Sorry.
Too
Ignore
late.
that. Ignore that.
The big danger chicken might not be a good thing to
All
sleep
right.
next to.
Kira, you see this easily because it's not bothering to hide. At some point during the night, with all your companions asleep, you see at the very edge of this place's barrier against the rain a figure about as tall as the other one that you had seen, though a bit thinner, and its skin is actually red. And it has a hood over its face, but you can still see its glowing yellow eyes
this an
looking at you,
Oni?
and you see its teeth smiling. And it is absolutely an Oni just
Yep.
staring at you.
Pony
And
Brothers.
with one more flash of lightning, it is gone, and that is all you see.
Okay. Okay.
But the night carries on, and you are
I'm just gonna be resting by meditating Piccolo style.
all right.
My pouch
So you
is like
guys
a
get a
fluffy
long
dinosaur.
rest,
Oh, thank God.
and I'm gonna
By the way,
ask.
we did take care of the tiefling so he wouldn't like die overnight, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys succeeded in the medicine check. Thankfully, you did not get a natural 1. So you guys get a long rest. And once again, I'm going to ask the question: how much longer does everyone want to go?
I'm good for whenever.
We can we tell which way is north now?
Leaving this place is still within the Hag's Forest, so there is that you'll have to contend with. But from this point, yes, as the rain is starting to diminish.
I'm good for whenever as well, although if we are going to stop, this seems like it might be a good stopping point.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
I know I said this would be a one-shot, but there
Go ahead.
I do predict combat ahead, and I don't want to have our European friends staying up too late to the point that it really
Yeah, that's at least another hour of game time.
Yeah, we've already been going for 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I'm asking.
it's currently past 4.
Yeah.
Well, I have 3 hours left until I have to head out or start getting ready at least, so that's about as much as time as I can do.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to take 3 hours, but
I mean,
I don't
if it-
mind. I don't mind taking
I've
a break,
given
and we
up
can
on sleep, so I
we
don't
can-
really mind.
reconvening later. Also, lets you add more and
Yeah.
to based on.
I'm tied up
Actually, now that you have the
tomorrow.
better feel for the characters too.
I'm tied up tomorrow, but I'm free Saturday and Sunday night.
I can do pretty much anything the next week.
And actually, I don't have the kid at all Saturday and most of Sunday, so I can do
Alright.
whatever time.
so here is my proposal. Dishwasher, Random, I, and Baron have a game on Saturday. When do you think that will be over, Dishwasher?
Well, that very much depends on you and when we start, because last time it was 5 p.m. EST. So
I
if
don't
we
have
can,
I don't have work tomorrow, so I can start anytime.
All right. So I'm just saying if Saturday is good for everyone, if we can start that game earlier and end it earlier, I'm completely fine doing the latter half of this.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm good for
I
any time.
think
Saturday.
so. I'll have to double check. I don't remember if my schedule's being changed or not. Usually I get off early on Saturdays, but I'll have to find out.
Actually, Saturday after the Great War game would actually be kind of poor because I have to get up at 8 in the morning on a Sunday.
Oh. So
Everything
Yeah, I'm
else is
sorry.
always next Thursday, just a week from now. But
all right. And Friday was a no-go?
I'm busy all day Friday until like 10.
Oh, shit.
Next Friday I'm okay, but I have Werewolf at midnight, so we need to be done before midnight.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to go take a first aid course as part of getting a driver's license.
But I'm
Yeah.
free this Sunday,
What?
all day, all night.
This
I'm-
Sunday.
What?
I'm off work this weekend because I took off work.
No,
this
I
weekend.
meant to
Well, I was
dishwasher.
Talking to Bloodmage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this Sunday.
So how is Sunday?
that
Sunday
is
would-
more definite. I wouldn't be home till like 7 o'clock PST.
Oh shit.
I mean,
All right.
Yeah, next Friday I'm free until midnight. So I mean, as long as we're done like we are now before midnight, I'm fine.
Would next Thursday work?
That would work
have
for me.
a game Thursday night, but I can talk to them and see if they'd be willing to move it to Friday.
Honestly, any weekday that isn't Monday, Tuesday should be fine for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
As long
same.
as we start at a
Well,
similar time to this.
Monday's bad. The rest is okay.
All right. I'm just thinking aloud, Dishwash. You said you have to be up at 8 a.m. for Sunday.
Yeah,
All right.
for an 8 hour long class.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, just the times wouldn't really work. I don't want to cut into your game either. That'd be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
So
Rude.
it would be. I don't want to be. So it's just looking like either next Friday or sometime earlier if our all schedules work out.
All right. Oop, bless you.
Sorry about
Yeah, I
Gesundheit.
can't do other weekdays other
Bless
than
you.
Thursday and Friday. So
All right. Well, thanks everyone for playing.
This was a lot of fun.
it was.
Thank you for running. Sorry for
What do
being
you-
tired.
What are you thinking so far?
We managed to avoid combat so well, so that's pretty good. Things are a-okay right now.
It is certainly tense.
It's poopy.
I'm
If-
I
enjoying
need
it.
to
I'm
consult the rocks.
enjoying it. I just feel kind of bad that as soon as we started, I just forgot every single character trait I had in mind for this guy.
Oh,
just saying, if you stuck with that nat 1 in that first survival check from Tira, it would not have gone well for you.
that was right after we did all these great cool things and managed to just barely avoid getting caught, and then just okay, guys, make a roll.
Yeah, that's my bad. I thought he was meaning everybody, so that's why I went ahead and did it.
Yeah, that's why I give context after.
I think we have a pretty good cross coverage of things too, so I think there's almost no roll we can't make like that without assistance from somebody else too.
Hey, real quick side note, Jack.
Hmm.
Do you want to do this event that they just announced? That's happening in 20 minutes
Want to
What?
know what? What are you
Huh?
talking about?
in the Dino game. They're doing a migration event in 30 minutes.
Oh, God damn it! Why didn't they announce this earlier?
What?
They just
Damn it.
announced it like 5 minutes ago.
I'm sorry,
No.
but I'm just gonna head off to bed now.
Yeah, go
Right.
sleep.
Good night.
Talk to you guys later.
Night.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you. You too.
Sorry for messing with your schedules, my European friends.
I think I will then try
Alright.
to go get my 3 hours then.
Bye.
Alright, get some sleep,
Go
guys.
sleep, Ez.
Good night.
Thanks for playing.
Good
Thank you for
night.
playing.
Thank you for the game. I'm sorry for torturing you with puns. It
No, they
It's
were
okay.
great.
you in this manner.
I love that.
They were great. I love them.
Right.
You have
It
a
hurt
point
me,
of
Ed.
inspiration. You hurt me none.
Well, I wasn't sure if I got that because it was good or because you wanted me to stop. But yeah,
I don't
Okay.
give in to demands, so it was a reward.
It doesn't make sense the bar got inspired. They inspired themselves.
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm really hungry. Probably can get something to eat.
All right.
I might do this event.
I'm gonna jump in just because it sounds like they're basing it off the one that I posted. I would have liked to contact a little bit, what was happening.
I just, you need to put, I guess, mark with a check mark on the.
Damn it, I want to
Do
join.
what do I do?
Go to the announcement and react with a check mark because they want to count people, I guess.
All right. You guys just heard a piano and stopped in your tracks.
Yeah, because what the fuck?
Ori,
Well,
I was so happy they had Vikings blood.
I know.
I also like how we started in basically Nicholas's worst nightmare, him being stripped of all his gear.
However, I
I'm
was
gonna-
mad that I had to buy it by the shot.
Give me just a second. I need to run to the bathroom before this starts, I guess.
Yeah, I should do that too. My game's updating.
Oh, the Isle
Just
update.
get me another beer. Because I have 3 beers that I need to finish tonight, or just leave them here. I wish I could play tonight, but I can't.
No.
Be able to play tomorrow night though.
Yay.
Go on adventures with people then.
So, do we have a time that we're going to be doing the Great War Game Saturday?
It's a question
What
for
time did we
Dishwasher.
do it last time?
Last time I had to work, I think, so I think we did it at like 5 or 6.
Yeah, you don't need to work on Saturday, do you?
Not this Saturday.
Hmm.
I took
Which is
the Saturday off.
So if you guys,
It's like
you
if
guys
we
want, we
started.
could probably do it a little later.
Mhm.
Or a little earlier, depending on dishwasher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we
The
start
biggest
early,
issue
that's
is what
easier on
dishwasher needs to do.
Yeah. Like if we start very early, we probably could fit our game in that day too. But
Maybe.
that's the thing about earliness.
Yeah.
You guys enjoyed it at least?
Oh yeah, no, it was fun.
It was entertaining to hear.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
back. Let me stop the recording because I forgot to do that.